Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is brought to you by you. If you want to learn how to support our show, go to patreon.com/laststandmedia. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 92 of Punching Up, Last Stand Media's weekly Nintendo podcast. I'm your host, as always, Brad Ellison. Joining me, I have the unhinged one, Micah Moriarty. Micah, hello.
Hello.
Let me see that sweater you got going on right there. What do we got? Got some leaves on it?
This is just some leaves. I am wearing Christmas pants. I mean, the audience can't see them. They're printed with Little Debbie Christmas cakes, the Christmas tree cakes. Yeah. So those are the pants I was rocking today when I was out running errands and such.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's Christmas time.
Over here.
And all that good stuff. But first, we got to talk about Thanksgiving in 1 second. Hey, if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/laststime. You can get early ad-free access to all of our shows and stuff like Sacred Symbols Plus, which you get once a week. We greatly appreciate your support over there, so please head on over there if you enjoy the content. If you want some merch as well, you know, Christmas coming up, the holidays, all that good stuff. LastStandMedia.store. Put Micah to work. Do not let her rest. Make her work forever. So head on over there. Neo JD wrote and said, Micah, how was your Thanksgiving? The pics BA posted made it seem like everybody looked serious at the table.
Yeah, well, no one knew she was taking photos. I was surprised when I saw them just because it's like I didn't know anyone was taking photos. So I may have smiled if I had known. But Thanksgiving was good. Thanksgiving was very good. We joked, though, because if you saw the pictures on Twitter, you know, Colin's mom did like the Thanksgiving spread on the table.
Yeah.
It's really awkward, though, and difficult to get food that way. And like I said, it was like the perfect portion control because it's like, well, I would have more, but I don't want to keep asking my brother-in-law to pass me shit. So I had one helping of everything and that left it at that.
Well, you didn't want the Dagster to hand you food?
He was not there this year, unfortunately.
Who was the other brother-in-law? Was that Colin's?
We have two more, yeah, because he's got two sisters, both married. So and it's just one of those things of like, I don't know, because it's no offense anyway, but it's like you got one person who's asking like seemingly every 2 minutes to like be passed something, and it's like, well, I don't want to be that guy. So I'm just gonna eat one, you know, of everything and just call it. So Thanksgiving portion control success. Yeah,
were you satisfied though with your food intake, or were you still hungry?
I could have eaten more, but I was at, you know, the realm of like, yeah, I've eaten lunch. You know, I wasn't like stuffed silly as you could do on Thanksgiving. I was like, yeah, I had lunch. I went home later that evening and had, you know, I had a leftover chicken cutlet in the fridge. I ate that.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
You know, I treated it like a little luncheon and everything.
How far was the drive?
Oh, it's like 45 minutes to Colin's mom's house.
That's
so it's not too bad, you know. It's not a drive I'd want to do every day. But it's not bad in terms of Thanksgiving travel. It's not bad. We also this was a late afternoon thing, so there was really nobody on the road. I feel like if we had to go earlier in the day, it would have been a lot of traffic. There was like no traffic on the highway, easy peasy. So no, it was a good Thanksgiving. How about yourself, Brad?
It was good. First, though, I got to know, any awkward conversations at the table?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But it's one of those, it's like...
Someone bring up politics?
Yeah, but, you know, like, that happens every year. It's more so of, like, I know these people. I've been part of the family for 5 years now. I don't really know these people. So when we spend, like, an entire, like, afternoon together, it's kind of like, at some point, you're just like, thank God football's on.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you at this point. Like, I got nothing. You know, it's like, I know this man. Somewhat. I see him multiple times a year, but God, I don't have much to say. My life's boring.
Yeah, he's talking about like stamps or coin collecting or something.
I mean, that would be me, right? Like, it's just one of those things of, oh my God, you know, you try to start just the varied interest. Try to start a conversation about like TV And everything I've seen, he hasn't
yes.
seen, and what he's seen, I haven't seen. There's so much more than there used to be that it's causing a problem. Back in my day, we had 3 TV shows and everybody watched them.
Yeah.
And now there's so much to watch that it's like, have you seen this? No. Have you seen this? No. And so thank God for sports. Thank God that everyone, aside from the women in the family, like, who needs them? Aside from all the men folk like sports, I can handle that. And we can talk sports all afternoon. And that's pretty much what we do.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, fair enough. Wait, 3 TV shows that you used to watch? What everyone did? What was it?
I'm just making a joke. I mean, you got like Lost and Friends and The Office, like back in the day, you know, like it's just like we only had 3 shows to choose from, and everybody kind of siloed into them.
Yeah,
and now
that was
there's
like
content out your ass.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but it was all basic bitch TV shows.
Oh, of course. And that's part of what made it, though, just like easy to discuss.
Easy to talk.
Like,
yep.
Pretty much everyone I know somewhat likes The Office. There are some of us who like it a lot, me, but pretty much everyone I know has seen it and interacted with it in some way. But The Office has been off the air for quite some time now. Yeah, it's no longer relevant to discuss.
That was like Scrubs. It was the same thing.
Oh yeah, see, I hated Scrubs, and that's the difference, right? But exactly, it was something I've seen it. I could talk about it. I could have a conversation about it. But these days, everyone's like, "You've seen Pluribus," and I'm like, "God, another one? There's another show."
It's like I know I haven't.
They keep making shows.
Yeah, when are they gonna stop?
Well, you got to. You know, direct-to-TV movies used to be a bad thing, but now it's like these direct-to-streaming movies, and some of them aren't half bad, but it's like there's all these movie commercials now, and it's like on Apple TV, on this. Yeah. And so it's like just the amount of content, it's out of this world.
Cataclysmic wave of content. Absolutely.
To just consume content.
So I got to know this if this happens to you as well. Every holiday when I see relatives or people I haven't seen in a while, I always have to try to explain what my job is to them. Always. Hey, playing video games? And it's like, well, yeah, kind of. Does this happen to you often as well?
Not with this segment of the family. So like my true extended family, I still find myself somewhat explaining what I do. This is the local fam who we see like multiple times per year. And so it's like they know now what we do. And I don't have to usually answer any questions. Sometimes I still get asked, they're like, "What show are you on?" It's like the Nintendo show. And they're like, "Right." But that's happening less. At this point, things have stayed the same long enough that I don't get questions from this segment of the family.
Yeah. I just tell people now I just do YouTube videos. Just some like people know what that is now, at least.
Well, exactly. Like explaining it to my parents previously, and I would just say it's just an internet radio show. Just think of it like that.
Show.
Because it's hard to. They're like, "What's a podcast?" And it's like, I mean, just think of it like a radio show. You know, just think about you're watching that car talk show or some shit. I don't know, Dad. Just it's But now my dad watches the content, so he gets it.
Oh, okay.
My mom gets it now. So like because they used to kind of be like, what do we tell people when they ask what you're up to? And it's like, geez, I don't know. Like tell them nothing. Tell them I died.
Watson was your last name? Was that what it is? Oh, hello, Mr. Watson. Hello, I'm sorry you have to listen to this.
He's doing it to himself. I don't know why he listens to this garbage.
Dude, okay, speaking of radio shows, do you know Report of the Week? The guy that reviews food?
Yeah,
food review. Yeah.
I love that. This is my thing. One of my things. I was a fan of him before he was on Tosh.0. And I remember being like, oh my God, because it was dramatic how many subscribers he got after the Tosh.0 appearance. But I was like, holy shit, it's that guy we watch eat food. Because like my boyfriend at the time, like we loved that dude. And we watched his videos all the time. And then we saw him on Tosh.0. It's like, holy shit, he's going to be huge now. Yeah,
he's so sick, dude. I love him. But he has a radio show as well. I just found out, dude. Yeah. It's at like late at night too. It's like 11 or maybe it's midnight Eastern time or some shit like that. But I'm like, dude, that is good stuff. I love that. That's good stuff. Hello, everyone. The food review. And like his whole attire is so good.
Yes. Oh my god, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
He's a comedic genius.
He's really funny.
And it's like
it's so subtly funny.
Yeah, he's not a bit either, you know? I don't think. He lives that life. He wears those clothes 24/7, dresses like he's from the 1940s forever.
That's the thing, right? Because it's like because some people will say like, oh, you know, he's just doing it for the meme. And it's like, legitimately, I think he's self-aware that it's comical.
Yeah,
I think he just likes to dress like that.
I think he just does like to
I think he just enjoys wearing suits. And that's cool. We used to dress better as a society. I'm not going to hate on it.
Yeah, who am I to tell him how to dress?
I'm wearing Little Debbie Christmas cake pants today, okay? So, like, I'm not going to tell this guy not to wear a suit.
This guy's wearing a suit and, like, tie every day. God bless him.
The hair slicked.
Yeah, how many, like, fedoras do you think he has? But, like, cool fedoras, you know, from, like, the 40s and 20s and all that kind of stuff.
I'm going to guess he's got at least one for every day of the week.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I want to see what his church outfit looks like.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
Him at a funeral? Probably fucking slaying.
Best dressed guy everywhere, for sure.
Throw a couple more people in the hole because he killed him with that outfit.
Yeah, dude. He is the best. Let's get him on Punching Up. Do you think he'd want to talk Nintendo with us?
I don't know what he enjoys outside of the fast food thing, honestly. Because it's like, outside of watching him review Wendy's and Taco Bell, I don't know anything about him. I don't know what he does.
I feel like he doesn't even play video games. That's the vibe I get from him. I don't know why. He's just like...
Because he dresses like an old person?
Yeah, and he's like probably so into like radio, and he probably knows how to do like the... I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but you know where they go like beep, 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 beep.
Oh, Morse code?
Like, Morse code. He like knows how to do that or some shit. Yeah.
Dude, my sister and I had these walkie-talkies when we were kids, and each one had a sticker on the front that had like the Morse code alphabet, and we would try to like send each other messages, but like it was so like halting and slow, and then by the end of it, we'd get like nothing. Yeah. We'd laugh and have a good time, but it's like it was fucking useless.
Dang, that's crazy. Audience, let's get Review Bra on. Ask him if he likes Nintendo. Let's make this happen. We'll talk to him about Nintendo. If he was like a huge Nintendo fan, that'd be so awesome. But my guess is he doesn't even understand video games at all. Because like you said, he has the soul of an 85-year-old man. And he's had since he was probably like 5.
If he's a gamer, it's probably like Atari. You know?
Yeah.
He's got one of those throwback plugins.
Yeah, he's got Pong, maybe. It's good shit. Micah, Black Friday happened recently. Last week. Did you guys pick anything up? Did you do any shopping?
So my in-person Black Friday shopping, I went to GNC because they had a sale on my vitamins. Ooh. So I got my buy one, get one half off on vitamins. And then if you spent $70 total, you got an additional $20 off. So I also picked up my krill oil. Ooh. So that was my in-person shopping. I did like on Amazon, I got I already have a TP-Link smart outlet, and I use it for the Christmas tree every year, so I can just turn the lights on and off with my phone. I finally got one of the smart power strips so that I can set up our little Christmas villages, you know, all in a row on one plug and turn that on and off with my phone.
You got your little Christmas villages? I didn't know you guys had those.
Oh, Colin's dad every year gifts us one of those like ceramic houses, you know, cool. With the light bulb inside. And the only annoying thing is we were just running out of outlets on our kitchen counter because like we started out with the end of 2 of them. It's like, all right, and then now we have several.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's with old people giving gifts like that as well. Like my grandma for years would gift me and my brother little lighthouse ornaments every year. I have like 12 or something like that, and it's like I'm not mad at it.
Enough to do like a tree of just that.
Yeah, it's like we just put it on the mantle of the house, like 50 lighthouses all just lined up. And I'm not mad at it, but it's just like, huh.
Oh yeah, I love adding to the village, and they're now that I have this smart power strip, is going to be really cool because I would just have to choose which ones to plug in because I simply just didn't have enough outlets, and it annoys me to no end. That this brand that makes these, I think it's called Lamarck or something. It doesn't matter. Lexmark. That's what it is.
Lexmark.
All I want, Lexmark, if you're listening, all I want is a strand of bulbs spaced out about a foot apart, all on one plug.
Yeah.
Fucking make it.
Make it.
You sell, and then they want you to have a plug going to each house, and and it's annoying as shit. They're great quality little houses, but it's like, why don't you make this? And before you tell me they have them on eBay, they're sketchy fucking shit, and I don't want it. I'm not trying to burn my house down to consolidate the cords. I would just like to consolidate the cords. So now I'll have this power strip back there, and it'll look a lot cleaner than having them all going up to the outlets.
Absolutely. Black Friday for me, I went to our mall, South Coast Plaza, if any of you know around here. It's like a very upscale mall, my local mall. It's very classy, very nice. Went to a couple stores, didn't really see much, but I did get a pair of leather gloves.
Oh.
I don't have gloves anymore. I don't know what happened to mine. And my hands get cold, man, all the time. I don't know why. Just my hands seem to get cold frequently. So I was like, you know what? It's time to get some gloves. So I got them on sale. I'm like, thank God. And like, I understand I live in California, Southern California particularly. It's not cold here. But I'm a California boy. I ain't used to the cold, all right?
It's all relative.
We are 70 and 80 degrees only. That is the only time we're comfortable. Anything beyond that, it's hazardous to our health. So, had to get some gloves like that.
You got them, and now you got your O.J. Simpson costume getting ready for next year.
I got my Bronco in the back ready to go. I have book plans for a book called If I Did It.
You got a black friend to dress up as the lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. The glove does not fit. You must acquit. You must acquit. Classic, dude. That is an insane story, all that shit.
The thing is, for me, because what year did that happen?
It was like 90, early 90s, wasn't it?
Because, the trial went from the 94 to 95. People have to understand that I was born in 93, so all I knew of OJ as a kid was the murder guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
all
pretty
the
much me
pop culture
too.
references. So it's like I never watched him play football. I didn't know anything about him except he's the punchline of all these jokes about getting away with murder.
Yeah.
And so it's just interesting to be on that line, like in the pop culture world, because it is like they'll mention him now that he's dead. I've noticed that some of the football, like people will mention him more, like about his records and things. I think just because it's like now that he's dead and all that's over, they'll occasionally bring up like, wow, that's going to break like O.J. Simpson's record or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And I have no reference though for any of his play because really people just did not want to talk about him anymore, except for making him the butt of a joke about murder.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's kind of on that level right now as well.
Yeah, I feel because it was sad, dude. Like when Malcolm Jamal Warner died, and it's like nobody is sharing Cosby Show clips, like nobody's sharing funny CEO moments because you can't. But it's like, dude, he was in some of my favorite episodes. The one I don't know if you were a Cosby Show fan.
My parents used to watch it a lot.
There's an episode where he wanted this expensive shirt and he has his sister make it for him instead. And it's like an abomination. He puts it on and one sleeve's like really short and like it's hysterical. He was fantastic. And nobody can share those clips. They're sharing clips of him on Community because he's in like one episode because nobody wants to share a Cosby Show clip.
Of course.
Like, but once Bill Cosby's dead, I feel like maybe we can have some clips back.
Maybe
of the other characters.
Because it's like, oh, whatever, that bitch is dead. Yeah, he's dead.
So that's the thing. It's like, dude, fucking Alvin, hysterical. And we can't have any Alvin clips, you know?
Fucking sexual predators ruin everything.
They ruin everything.
Everything, damn it. Yeah, I'd be so mad if I was on that show because you're probably getting like money from reruns and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, shutting off that money. Oh my God. That's off the table. Fucking, and for a lot of them, it's the biggest thing they ever did.
Yeah.
And it's just gone forever. Yeah. Rightfully so. Crazy. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but it's like, it sucks for everyone else who worked there.
Yeah. How old is Bill Cosby now? I'm going to look this up.
Old.
Yeah, he's old. Is Bill Cosby?
I'm still upset though. I never got to. Yeah, so he used to go to my eye doctor and
Bill Cosby?
Oh yeah, they lived So their house is in was, I don't know if it's in Shelburne Falls, Mass. And I'm from Western Mass, and so there's not a lot out there. So like they went to my eye doctor, and like I had friends who met them multiple times. I did meet his daughters a couple times in my life. I never got to meet Camille, but I did see her credit card once because his daughter was buying stuff for the mom, and she handed me the card, and I was like, oh my God, it's Camille Cosby's credit card. This was before everything happened. Okay.
Yeah, sure. How would you know?
And I was a huge fucking Cosby fan. Okay. Huge Cosby fan.
Dude, most people liked Bill Cosby.
Dude, I fucking loved him. I had his books. All right. I had a Bill Cosby soundboard. I had the
Bill
DVD.
Cosby soundboard?
I had the Bill Cosby like DVD from his Comedy Central routine that he did Far From Finished before all this stuff happened. I think that's at my parents' house. I was a fucking Cosby fanatic, okay? Damn. I used to play the Cosby. Somebody made this Flash game where you're Bill Cosby and you got one of the Olsen twins trying to break him out of prison or something. I used to play that all the time. And then all this stuff happened. You have to understand it was very troubling for me.
Yeah, so what happened, dude, when it happened? The Cosby scandal happened. What did you do?
I mean, I was just like upset.
Did you like get rid of everything, or were you just kind of holding on to it for a little bit, trying to see?
I got the book. Happen? I got the book on my shelf still.
Okay,
it's still a funny book. It's still a funny book. Time flies. It's still a really funny book about getting old. Enough, all right. I do have some of his comedy records, but those belonged to my late uncle. So it's more like I have his records, you know? It's more about I have Uncle Robert's records than Bill Cosby's records. I don't have the soundboard app on my phone anymore. When am I going to use it now?
Yeah, that's
When am I going to use that now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can use it on the shows, but might not be a great idea.
God, fucking Newgrounds deleted all the funny Cosby videos people used to post.
Newgrounds, yeah, wow.
Fucking sucks. Damn. He took everything from us.
He's fucking Cosby, bitch. All right, Micah, let's talk about some video game news actually now.
All right.
This one's for you. Witcher 4, 5, and 6 release plans. So I'm going to read this via IGN, but they said, CD Projekt still plans to launch all 3 games in the new series-fronted The Witcher trilogy within a 6-year period. Let's see. Speaking during a recent financial call, joint CEO Michael, I don't know how you say this guy's last name, Nowakowski said that future The Witcher video games should be delivered in a shorter period of time. That's because CD Projekt has switched to Unreal Engine 5 for the full production of not only The Witcher 4, but also 5 and 6. Here's his full quote. We've been using Unreal Engine 5 for The Witcher 4 for almost 4 years now, and we're very happy with what we've achieved. I think you could have seen some of that. I think you could have seen some of that with your own eyes with our tech demo reveal at Unreal Fest a couple of months ago, and we're very happy with the results of that as well. We've already said that, but I'm always happy to say it again. And we're happy with how the engine is evolving through the Epic team's efforts and how we're learning how to make it work with a huge open world as The Witcher 4 is meant to be. In a way, yes, I do believe that further games should be delivered in a shorter period of time. As we stated before, our plan is still to launch a whole trilogy within a 6-year period. So yes, that would mean we would plan to have short development time between The Witcher 4, 5, and 6, and so on. That sounds too good to be true to me, Micah, but what do you think?
I mean, it sounds incredible because the hardest part, of this modern game development is just how long we're waiting for these titles, these massive open world games, so much to see, so much to do. They look better than ever. But the caveat is that you're waiting years for them. And so to know that it's going to be a trilogy, you're like, are we going to be waiting 8 years between these releases or some shit, right? Like it's plausible. You're like, man, we could have a game every 5 years. I'll be 50 when those things fucking done. So it sounds incredible. I have slight doubts just because it does sound crazy as well. But if they really have a true plan, to get all of this achieved, and of course you're thinking like 5 and 6, like you build all this stuff for 4. I mean, you're going to reuse some of that shit for 5 and 6, presumably.
Probably, yeah.
So you're not, I don't think you would just be like, wipe the hard drive and start over. You know, if it's going to be a trilogy, shared world type shit, you're going to be reusing things. That's fine with me. Fine with me. So it could work.
Yeah, I guess it technically could work. I mean, I'm not a game developer, so I
want to believe.
I want to believe as well. Maybe with like AI or something like that can help speed things along. I don't know what's going on there. I don't really know. But what's interesting about this to me, Micah, is 6 years kind of gap for 3 games. That's really fast.
Yeah.
And Witcher games have DLC usually, or at least 3 did, that are very good, very big games, or very big DLC, 2 for 3. This makes me feel like there won't be DLC, at least for 2 or 4 and 5. It's like, I mean, if you're putting a Witcher game out every 2 years or so, doesn't even make sense to do DLC.
No, because when did Blood and Wine release? Because that was the last one. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was 2016.
So right? Like a year later or so, yeah.
Yeah, it just is. It's like, so if you're on a timeline where you're going to have 4, 2 years later, 5, where, I mean, you could fit it in, but really, it seems like a stretch that you'd get DLC on that scale, because Heart of Stone, excellent. Blood and Wine, even more ambitious. Also excellent. Heart of Stone, still my favorite. But Blood and Wine was an even more ambitious DLC.
Oh, yeah, it's way...
And that was the second one. Mm-hmm. So it's just nuts. The amount of content we got for Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid. I'm feared.
Yeah. Like I just don't trust CD Projekt Red with a lot of stuff like this. They're saying like getting games out. Like I still haven't forgotten Cyberpunk and all that kind of stuff. So
that's part of it. I'm is
hopeful, we'll see.
You might get the game out, but will it be playable? Will you get the game out, but I'm gonna say I'll wait 6 months until it is ready.
Yeah, because
I know how many people were amped to play Cyberpunk, and then we're like, I gotta wait till you fix this. Yeah. It's garbage right now. It just was. Yeah. So I don't know. I would hope they wouldn't do that again. I would hope.
No, God, no. Hopefully not. But, let me read this as well. Michael Nowakowski said also on Twitter about Witcher 4 being nominated at the Game Awards for Most Anticipated. He said, I'm very happy to see The Witcher 4 nominated in the Most Anticipated Game category at the Game Awards. Thanks to everyone who has already voted. Your support means a lot to us. We won't be bringing any new content to the Game Awards this year, but we're, as always, excited to watch the show and celebrate the amazing industry's great night alongside all of you. So, no Witcher 4 at the Game Awards, if you're curious about that. I hope this game comes out in 2027. I hope. But I doubt it. I totally expect it to be more like 2028 at this point. Like, I wonder if... I mean, it'll probably be on current gen as well, even if they have a next-gen version, just because the pool of consoles is so large, I guess. But I don't know, man. It's weird. Everyone's always like, we don't need PS6 yet or anything like that. We 5 more years. I'm like, nah, let's get that shit out. Let's get it on time. 2027, baby. I'm ready to go.
It's an interesting thing to think about of if it comes out, let's say it's 2 years away. What will I play this on?
Yeah, that's a big question for you.
On? It will be, because I've played Witcher 2, and 3 on Xbox. So what the hell am I gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, you're gonna be at an interesting crossroads in 2027 for sure. Yeah, you got time to think about it, but I got
time to think about it. Mamma mia.
Yeah.
What have they done to me?
Your beloved Xbox. What have they done? We
used to be a proper country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to be able to reliably say, in 2 years I'll be gaming on that fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
know, man. A lot of questions.
Because I swear to God, I'm not playing it on Switch. That's for sure. If they cobble together some fucking Switch port, taped it together with hot glue, I'm not playing that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Switch.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not playing on Switch.
It don't belong there.
Yeah, we're a Nintendo podcast, but I ain't playing that shit on Switch. No way.
I got my limits. I played Kingdom Come Deliverance on Switch because I I don't know. I had a
that was
mental
before you
breakdown,
had
I guess.
G-Cloud or whatever.
It was. The G-Cloud literally was purchased because I was like, there's no way I'm going to wait for the Switch port for KCD2. I said, I simply can't wait for that to come out. So I need to play it ASAP. What do I do? But the problem with the G-Cloud is that they kind of fucked up the remote play because they took it out of the app and now it's on the web browser. So it's kind of more laggy.
Ass, dude.
And I was using this guy made this like fucking app that and he ended up, I don't know, he can't say what happened, but he'll no longer be updating the app. And so it's just going to not work at some point. So that was like an excellent solution. Now that's gone.
Micah,
yeah,
switch over sooner than later. It'll make your life easier in the long run. You got to move on. It's time to let it go.
I guess I could be a PlayStation guy, I guess.
That or a Steam Deck. You can do remote play on that. I mean, God. Maybe you're not ready for that yet. PlayStation, fine. You're in a PlayStation household pretty much, so it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, we got PlayStations. I fucking use them as paperweights. We got so
you got to match your ass in that household, so maybe it's time, Micah, to swap on over. Come on, trophies are better.
It might be. No, forget trophies. Oh my God. Forget that, but good grief.
I think it's time to just move on, Micah. Get yourself a Portal then or something.
I'll have to. I'll simply have to, because especially it's like if we're expecting this many if they really do have, it's like, oh man, they're going to do this many games in 6 years. It'll be an investment. It'll be an investment.
Time to move on over. Everyone's got to do it at some point. You got to choose your side. You got to face reality. That was like me gaming. With Switch 2 when they had game key cards. I was like, well, physical's over. That's it.
See, I hate to say it, Brad. I pre-ordered my first key card.
Dude, it's going to happen to everybody. Everyone's going to try to hold out, but they'll fucking get you.
Well, here's what it is. Yakuza Kiwami 3 physical pre-orders went live this week. And so I did him and Ha over it a bit because I was like, do I want it? I wanted it for Switch 2 because I did some Googling and people said that Kiwami, 1 worked fine on Switch and Switch 2. And I was like, all right, so I'll get it for that, but it's a key card.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can get it for Xbox. And I'm like, with a remote play kind of sucks now. Yeah. And I was just going back and forth, and I ended up just getting it for Switch.
And it's just going to get worse, everybody. So just be aware of that. Time to face the truth. What was that? Did I say that in like Persona or some shit like that? I'm trying to remember. All right. Let's move on to our next story. This one's kind of bizarre going on here. Micah, Jeff Keighley tweeted out this picture of like a fucking weird ass Dark Portal-esque statue in the middle of the fucking desert, in California desert. By the way, I looked up this exact address and it's about a 2-hour drive from me. So I could go there. I'm not going.
This is your pilgrimage, You gotta go.
I mean, I've been to that desert. I'm not going. I'm good.
Is there like a Cracker Barrel or something out there?
I think there is a Cracker Barrel on the way. But I'm just trying to imagine, like, if I tried to get my girlfriend to go with me for this, she'd be like, I'm not going for that.
But you're like, but the Cracker Barrel's at the end of it.
She's like, I'm not going for that. I'm like, fuck. It's like, I don't really want to do a solo trip for this thing.
But get Dustin out there.
Yeah, Dustin, come on. Fly on out over here. Come on over, dude.
For a 2-hour trip.
Yeah, come on over for a 2-hour trip. That's right. You can go back the same day, maybe. 24-hour trip. But anyways, this is
not busy enough.
Yeah. This is out in Palm Desert kind of area like that, inland California. And there's rampant speculation going on with this right now. We have no idea what it is actually. We have some educated guesses, but we know a couple things that it is not confirmed, or soft confirmed, I guess you should say. Jason Schreier stepped in recently and said, because people were reporting that this was Diablo 4, and to me, I was like, oh yeah, this could totally be Diablo 4 the way this thing looks. And Jason Schreier came in Reset Era and said, this is not Diablo 4 expansion. He said, I don't currently plan on reporting what it is, sorry, but it's a good one. Now, also, I think earlier today, people were running rampant saying it's Elder Scrolls 6. and he stepped in once again, I believe, and said, this is not Elder Scrolls 6. So those are out right away. People were speculating it was God of War because some of the animals on it maybe could be God of War, things you fight in the games. Cory Barlog, who works at Sony Santa Monica, worked on God of Wars and stuff like that behind the reboot, he said it's not God of War. So now everyone's like, well, what the fuck is this kind of thing? 3 things checked off the list.
I don't like that they're debunking it all, because
they're
it's
debunking it all.
They're debunking all the good ones.
Yeah. Now, this will inevitably disappoint people no matter what it is at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
It could be anything now. Because, people were expecting Elder Scrolls 6 and I don't know, crazy shit. My guess right now, no proof whatsoever, my guess is it's Saros from Sony, that new Housemarque game. I have no, it could easily not be. I have no idea. This does not seem like a Sony move as far as I'm aware, marketing, all that kind of shit. I have no idea. That's just kind of my guess, because that's next for Sony on the line. It could be a completely new game. It could be something like Lords of the Fallen 2. I have no idea what this is. Micah, do you have any guesses of what this might be, though?
Well, since George Soros hasn't come out yet and debunked your first one, it might be that.
Right.
It might be that.
Could be George Soros. Yep.
I honestly don't. I have seen my pie in the sky hope is that I saw someone say it's Rise Son of Rome 2. And I'd be like, that'd be fantastic. It will never happen.
That would be so funny.
But it'd be really fun. It'd be cool if they did that, because that game deserved a sequel. They deserved another one. But
sure,
it's absolutely not that.
No, it's not.
No, see, I've seen various things. It's some people saying oh, it's a new Darksiders game. And honestly, it's one of those, it's vague enough. It could be a ton of things. I have no conviction behind any guesses. I'm going to go with Rise Son of Rome 2.
Okay, great. I think that can definitely happen.
I think it's as plausible as anything else. I hate, though, that these people just had to come out and say it's not, your top 3 guesses type deal. Because it's not your fault if it's not that. It's just one of those things if it's not the Elder Scrolls, Jason, why don't you just let them believe? It's Christmas, for God's sakes. Can you just let them believe for 2 weeks or whenever the fucking Game Awards is? Can you just let them have this?
I think it's good, because now people aren't going to expect it. So they're not going to be let down.
Now they're expecting to be let down. You understand the difference in the hope of if you were expecting the Elder Scrolls, you were going to be let down, but now you're expecting to be let down.
I'd rather have that. I'd be closer. I'd rather be closer to the truth than be plugged in the Matrix.
The Matrix looked pretty good. I don't know.
I mean, it did. Yeah. I found the quote.
But the clips,
you haven't seen the Matrix?
No, God, but from the clips, his life seemed pretty okay before. So
you can at least watch Matrix 1. Matrix 1's the best one.
How many movies you want me to watch?
That's it. I've given you 2 movies to watch. One is for work. Jason Schreier, I found his quote about Elder Scrolls 6, and he also replied on Reset Era, because people were saying Elder Scrolls 6 maybe, and he said, I'll do this one more time because people are getting out of control. No, the statue isn't teasing Elder Scrolls 6. Now I'm going to stop responding about this unless someone finds me at the JW bar next week and asks really nicely. Then maybe I'll answer, depending on how many drinks I've had. Well, so no Elder Scrolls 6. There you go, confirmed. JW is a JW Marriott in LA. I've been there. We were there last year. Me and Dustin met up with Chris there.
Very cool. Fun. I like that he's people need to stop saying that. It's why, do you fucking work there?
Yeah.
What's it to you?
Yeah, what's it to you?
I know you want to be the guy to be I know you want to be the guy to be you're all wrong, but he's I'm not going to keep replying. Nobody fucking asked you to reply.
I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you.
It's just you're not getting paid for your replies. Nobody asked you to reply.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Stop replying. Get off our Reset Era. What are you doing over there? Jesus Christ. You're a fucking big name writer and you're hanging out with the fucking plebs at Reset Era?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there, dude. All right. Let's see here. Next story. Nintendo is acquiring a new studio I'm going to read this from Video Games Chronicle. Nintendo has announced plans to acquire Bandai Namco's Singapore studio. Bandai Namco's studio Singapore was established in 2013, has worked with Nintendo in the past, including contributing to development of the Splatoon series. Now, Nintendo has announced that, subject to approval, it plans to acquire 80% of the studio shares on April 1st, 2026, with the remaining shares to be acquired after a certain period. Nintendo says the studio will become a subsidiary of Nintendo and will be renamed Nintendo Studios Singapore, but will otherwise continue its development operations. According to Nintendo, the studio has strong expertise in creating in-game art assets, which implies it will mainly continue to be a support studio once Nintendo acquires them. This acquisition will only have a minor effect on Nintendo's results for this fiscal year, the company says. Another Nintendo-owned subsidiary caused a stir last month. Okay, this doesn't matter. But Micah, getting another support studio, probably a good move.
Oh, yeah.
Always good to have support. What do you think? Singapore. I don't think they have a studio in Singapore at all or anything like that.
I vote that this is good. It's just one of those things of like, yeah, having a company that's like, you're going to work on various things for us, assets and whatnot. I'd rather you hire out more people than start being like, we're going to AI all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather you, because it's like, yeah, we get a little gun shy about acquisitions, right? Looking at you, Microsoft, but this feels different, of course, acquiring a small studio to be a support house like that. Good. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, you need support studios.
Because it's one of those, it's like, all right, yeah, maybe it'll mean that games get coming out more efficiently.
Yeah.
Give me more Pikmin. Give me a fucking Pikmin game before I die, please.
Yeah. You'll get another Pikmin game. Miyamoto fucking loves Pikmin.
He seems to, but where are they?
Well, when did Pikmin 4 come out?
Let me look at this. It's been long enough that I can't remember.
It hasn't been that long.
I can't feel it anymore.
I'm going to say it's been like 2 years. Let me see.
Yeah.
Came out in 2023, Micah. Will you fucking calm down?
Bradley, that's almost 3 years ago.
It came out in July 2023. So
it's been 84 years. I haven't seen that movie either, so I don't know how the inflection when she says that. Yeah. I don't know how she says it. I just see the pictures.
So you spend all your time fucking watching Game Grumps or listening to some barbecue podcast.
Bro, I listened to my football podcast today, but it was yesterday's episode, so it was like an hour and a half, and they already put out another hour-long episode. I gotta catch up.
Holy shit, dude. Damn.
And that's not even the last show of the week. They still got the Thursday show, I think.
How many shows a week do they do? 2?
3 to 4.
Wow.
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's 3. Sometimes they'll do like a bonus episode. There's a Friday show on Patreon. It's fantastic. Oh, merch. They started doing merch. HeedTheCallPod.com to get merch. I ordered a fantastic shirt.
Okay. No, fuck them. Go to our merch store.
Well, I mean, we already sold a lot of merch this season. I'll spread the field. Share the love. I'm too busy anyway. Stop ordering.
No.
Well, don't tell Colin I said that.
Yeah.
But also
make her work. No rest for Micah.
I meant to say at the top of the show to thank everybody who ordered something from the Black Friday weekend sale. It was a great success. Thank you.
There you go.
All those will be out by this Friday. So
there you go.
Thanks for supporting the Black Friday sale.
Yeah, thanks everybody. All right. Next we got right here. Former Splinter Cell remake director returns to Ubisoft. So I'm going to read this from Games Radar. After 3 years and a brief tenure on Battlefield 6, former Splinter Cell remake game director rejoins Ubisoft for Sam Fisher's big comeback. Quote, a very special team and project to me. And I saw this story and I immediately thought of Chris, because Chris has been wanting Splinter Cell to come back for a long time. And this game got announced a while ago. Let's see. He held this position from November 21st to October 22nd, so a little less than a year. And he left to go do other stuff, and when he came back, maybe this is like a brief glimpse of hope or brief taste of hope for Splinter Cell. I don't know. I'm just thankful. I'm not a huge Splinter Cell fan. Not that it's bad. I haven't played them, so I don't have to get dicked around like this, like Maddie has to with Knights of the Old Republic remake, all that kind of stuff. But this is a pulse then for the project. It's not canned. At least it still exists in some form. It is still being worked on, I suppose, in some form. So there is some hopium for all of you out there.
Oh, so the story that it was canceled and like pivoted to X Defiant, that's not true.
Yeah, I guess. Unless that was a different remake. I have no idea.
They saw the outrage and were like, oh, people did want this.
Oh,
like,
whoops.
fuck.
Yeah.
Scrambling. They're like, undelete that. Yeah, get those hard drives out of the trash.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's good to see, I guess. Micah, do you care about Splinter Cell remake?
Oh, no. I don't like stealth games, you know? I liked, there was a Tom Clancy game I liked. What is it called? Like Future Soldier or some shit?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
that's
right.
It's the game that I ended up getting a scratched copy from GameFly, so I traded it to GameStop and then bought another one, and I felt real bad about that. That was like my gaming crime. We talked about that on one show. I don't remember. That was like my crime, and I still feel guilty about it. But Tom Clancy's fucking rolling in his grave seeing all this happen.
Yeah.
God rest him.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting way off topic right now really quick, but Micah, on Games Radar, I saw an ad for Burger King is getting SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob meal. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, I saw that. I saw that yesterday.
Dude.
I haven't been to a Burger King. Oh, well, you know what? It hasn't been that long. It was maybe like a year ago.
Burger King is like not great. Like, it's whatever.
What are you talking about? What are you
I don't
saying?
think it's very. I'm saying Burger King is lower on the totem pole. The fast food tier list.
Burger King has the best fries. Wendy's has the best burger. So really, you just got to cook. If they had two of them side by side, you get the best meal. Frosty, oh mama.
I mean, Frosties are super good.
When Burger King used to have the frozen Coke, man, we used to live. The Hershey pie and a frozen Coke. We used to live.
We used to live. Yeah.
The kids these days, they don't fucking know. They don't know about frozen cherry Coke at Burger King.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm never amped to have Burger King, and I don't have it very often at all. Because like now at this
the French
point,
toast sticks.
I don't know actually. Maybe when I was younger. You know what I do remember though is I remember their little mini cinnamon rolls they would have at breakfast, and I fucking loved those. That was good shit.
God, but I love Burger King.
Well, now that I like watch what I eat more, Micah, it's like I'm not wasting my fucking cheap meal on Burger King.
You know, it's true because, okay, so today when I said I went to Target to do some Christmas shopping, and one of the things I buy myself every year is a Terry's chocolate orange, okay? And no matter how healthy I'm trying to eat, I'm eating a chocolate orange every season by myself. I eat my couple segments a day. I'm like, time to have some of my orange, you know, and I have a little bit every day.
Yeah.
I will not give that up. I don't care.
Don't give it up.
I will not.
You gotta treat yourself.
You must. You simply must. All right.
You need to have control, but you need to treat yourself occasionally. You can't go cold turkey all the time.
You know, Micah can have a little chocolate orange as a treat.
Yeah. And it's like, I get excited about my cheat meal. I'm like, oh boy, what am I going to eat today? Kind of thing like that. But I got to go over this menu. SpongeBob's Krabby Whopper and 1/4 100% beef patty.
A square bun.
Flame grilled on a yellow square bun. Color from natural spice. I doubt it. Stacked with melty American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and a splash of mayo and ketchup. Mike, are you going to get this shit?
Oh, no. I love a
Whopper. No, you were talking about Burger King. And you love SpongeBob.
I have chronic heartburn. I can't eat like this anymore.
Why do you can't you take like medication, like one pill or something like that?
I do. I take medication every day, but I still have to. I have things that are like out of my power.
Okay, out of your jurisdiction.
Like the only fast food burger I can eat, I can get a little hamburger from Five Guys, and I can get the Wendy's Junior hamburger. But like a McDonald's burger fucks me up. A Burger King burger fucks me up. I can't do it anymore. I can get a chicken sandwich from any place.
Okay.
Any place.
Dude,
but like I love a Whopper.
The Junior burger from Wendy's is like my dad's move. He's all about that shit. Junior bacon cheeseburger.
Good.
That's a dad
move. Red
move.
onion on it. Man.
Yeah, he loves that shit.
But the Burger King fries, dog, they're the best fast food fries around.
Are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't know. Let's see. Mr. Krabs cheesy bacon tots. Crispy,
that sounds sus.
coin-shaped tots filled with gooey cheese, savory bacon bits, and a fluffy potatoes. Served in a treasure chest carton. They're crispy, cheesy jackpot straight from the Krusty Krab. Yeah, the packaging for all this stuff is very good. I will say that.
I want the pineapple-shaped box.
Yeah.
You know, I want the SpongeBob crown, but honestly, it's like, if I were to order a Whopper, I gotta say no cheese, no mayo. They're gonna fuck it up. All right? Yeah. I don't trust them. It's Burger King. You're lucky they just gave you some food.
Yeah, you're lucky it doesn't have like a rat in it or something like that.
Fucking doesn't have a hairnet in the burger. Like, yeah.
Wait, Bikini Bottom Bundle. Can't pick just one. Enjoy all 4 of our limited time offers in pineapple shaped under the sea box. Complete with medium float and 8-piece cheesy bacon tots. Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah, the pineapple float looks good. Strawberry shortcake pie.
Yeah, that pie could be all right.
Madonna. I can't. I gotta pretend it's not there. They did. So, didn't they previously do a collab with Wendy's?
Yes,
I feel like this isn't.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
Okay, because I was gonna say. So it's interesting to me that they have switched to Burger King. Where's McDonald's in all this?
Yeah,
like Sneaky Ron is still the king of the fast food castle.
That's
I was gonna say jungle, but whatever. He's still the fucking king, right? So
yeah, I think so. I don't know. McDonald's like gets Pokemon, I feel like, and they get Monopoly still, and they like they have like K-pop meals or some shit. Then they have like Travis Scott meal. I don't know. They ain't going for SpongeBob.
I'm still mad about that because when they said it was the Cactus Jack meal, and I was like, oh, Mick Foley. They're doing a fucking Mick Foley meal, so cool. And then when they showed him, and I was like, I don't even know who this is.
I don't even know
I'm
who
like,
you
I have no
are.
fucking. I just like, where's Mick Foley? I thought we were doing like a Cactus Jack, a dude love meal. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's not what I expected at all.
Yeah, what a step down, dude. It's fucked up. Why would you go from Wendy's to Burger King though? You think they bid the highest?
I mean, they must have. Burger King needs to make a comeback. They're closing locations left and right. We don't even have one in my hometown anymore. It's been an auto parts store for years.
Like, there's one kind of near me. It's like 10, 15 minutes away. I was just like, Burger King? Yeah,
the breakfast is still very good. I
haven't had breakfast from that in a while. I haven't had breakfast from any fast food place in a long time. I ain't talking down to that stuff. I have no experience with that.
I gotta tell you real quick. Okay, I had to get blood work done recently. All right. And the last time I had to get blood, I always tell myself I'm going to get McDonald's breakfast after because you got to fast. So I go early. And I missed it literally by 2 minutes last year. Okay. I was so mad. This year, I get to the blood work place even earlier. And for the first time ever, they were like really busy and I had to wait like 45 minutes and then I almost passed out. So then I had to wait longer because they wouldn't let me leave. And I did not get my McDonald's breakfast again.
Dude, you know what you need to do? You just need to order like, I don't know if you guys do this, but just order DoorDash once or something like that to get your fucking thing ready to go. Just get it. You got to get the job done. You got to get that breakfast at least once.
God, I know, because I wanted it like just once a year. I want McDonald's. I mean, I want it like all the time, but just like once a year, I'm like, you're getting your blood work done, which you hate. So your reward is McDonald's breakfast. And 2 years in a row, I did not get my McDonald's breakfast, and I'm still sad.
Yeah, I think the only fast food breakfast I've had semi recently is Chick-fil-A. This is pretty good. It's not bad, but I do like Chick-fil-A a lot, so I don't know.
I love Chick-fil-A. It's just like, when I want breakfast, it's like I want that sausage egg biscuit or a sausage egg McGriddle. All right, it's like,
I get you. I understand.
I don't want chicken. I don't want chicken in the morning. We eat chicken. Fucking, there's so much chicken in this goddamn house.
I feel like I can eat chicken forever, so I'm always okay with it.
We do. That's the thing, though. Like we do. So I don't want it at breakfast.
Damn.
I mean, I guess eggs and chicken.
Yeah, eggs and chicken and a biscuit or whatever. It's on a biscuit, which is pretty good. I forgot we were talking about Splinter Cell, but Burger King.
Tom Clancy would have wanted.
He wanted the SpongeBob meal.
He would have wanted the SpongeBob meal.
Wendy's much better than Burger King though. Much better.
I'll give it that. I will say it's better. I still think Burger King's got the best fries.
Okay. I'm not
best
mad at
mascot.
that. I'm not mad at that. No, the Kings, they killed the King, like the creepy one. He's like not even around anymore. They don't have a mascot.
They made a game out of him though.
Yeah, but that was like in 2003.
Well,
that was like 20 years ago.
Those are good games. They were good games.
They were decent games for the price. That's for sure. An interesting time, and I respect it.
We got to play those on streaming.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, you can do it for Sacred Streaming. Yeah, you guys can play Sneak King.
I got Sneak King. I got all three. I got Pocket Bike Racer and Big Bump.
And all the achievements in it?
No, they were too hard because I was trying to get all the achievements in Sneak King and they are insanely difficult. Like the higher difficulties, oh my God, it's insanity.
Cool. All right, shout out Sneak King. What an era. Yeah, we don't get anything cool like that anymore.
We don't. We really don't.
We'll say it again. We used to be a country. We'll say it again.
Well, yeah, because like they just quickly developed 3 different games. It's not like they only had one. It's like they had 3 different games. Nobody's gonna, even with AI, no one's gonna be like, you know what? Let's just whip up a quick game for Wendy's. Nobody's doing it. Nobody.
You know what it is? It's all mobile games now.
Yeah.
That was before like the big mobile game craze, I suppose. But now they're just doing that. And it's like, all right. So be it. That's the way it is. All right, Micah, let's talk about what we're playing. What have you been playing?
Yeah, so Hades 2.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
enjoying
So you started Hades 2. All right.
Yeah, and I do like it. I don't like it as much as the first one as of right now. It's a couple small things. Like, this is not affecting my enjoyment, but I don't like the artwork for the gods as much this time around. Like, the aesthetic in the first game, I like better for sure. I just don't, it's just not as visually pleasing to me. But that's not a problem with the game. It's just an observation. The game just got a lot going on. And, I mean, the first one kind of did too, but it was more like you collect a lot of money, various types of money, and you buy different things with it. In this one, it's like they got you you gotta find seeds and plant them, and then you grow stuff, and then you use those to use the stuff you grew to unlock more stuff, and you got multiple types of currency, but there's just your skills. For example, in the first game, you had your skill tree and you bought your skills, with the dark crystals and shit. And you just went ahead and bought them. And each skill had like a flip side. So you would choose which one you wanted. There were things that like you can only have this or that, for example. And in this one, your skills are on these like tarot cards. And you can only, though, hold so many cards at the beginning. So you buy them, but then you have to choose which ones to equip. Whereas like in the first game, it's like you're just equipping as many of the skills as you want. And so then in order to get more skills, you have to unlock this specific thing, and then you gotta, do this little mini game that is just not fun. It's really just not fun.
What is it?
You're just pressing and holding the button like while a tone plays, and it's just you just do a sequence of button presses. It's only 2 buttons too. It's not like it's complicated. It's just not fun. But you do that for a specific component. I think it's Psyche or something. I don't remember. It's green. And to get that, and that's how you get more tarot card points.
Okay.
And it's just like, I love crafty little shit, but this is not a game that needs crafting. Like, I don't want to grow stuff in here. I don't want to search for seeds. And you gotta, in the first game, it's like fishing. And you could kind of ignore it because you got little rewards, but you didn't need to. And you would look for money. You were always scanning for money, but in this one, like now there might be silver, there might be limestone. You got to look for digging sites. And if you exit the chamber you were in and like you see it out of the corner of your eye, you can't go back and get it. So now it's like you're on the hunt for resources even more so. And it's just kind of a lot that I didn't want. I liked the simplicity of the first game. I'm unlocking skills. I'm upgrading. There was a lot of upgrades to be made in the first game. and this game has you doing similar things. It's just that it's more complicated because instead of just spending the gems or the money, it's like you gotta grow nightshade, and then you gotta use the nightshade in the cauldron. And it's just more complicated, and I didn't want that. I like the gameplay. It feels, in a good way, it feels very similar to the first one. You have your choice of weapons that you slowly unlock more and more. I like that part of it. I like playing it. And it's difficult. It's definitely challenging. But when it comes to all the little bonus shit, I'm like, I didn't want gardening in this. I didn't need that. You know, I simply did not need that to be added here.
Yeah, I get it. How's the narrative?
Good. The basic, like the no spoilers, basic what you're doing is that Kronos, the Titan of Time or some shit, has taken over the underworld. And so you gotta go get him, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's the game. And if you're like me and you don't know dick about Greek mythology, it's quite enthralling, right? Because I don't know what's gonna happen with anything. I'm like, oh, and all the new characters, they added new gods this time around. In addition to some favorites, there are some new gods in the mix, which is great. But it's like, I don't know anything about Greek mythology. So for me, it's like, oh, cool. These are all surprises. But yeah, I like the story so far. There's something weird with the dialogue, though, of like, sometimes they speak really formal. And then other times it's just not. And it just feels weird to just not pick one. It's like just adding random modern speak into, sometimes they're really fucking like formal, I don't know, like like old-timey English, and then they'll just say something weird. And it just throws you a bit.
Say,
and
like,
the thing
no
is,
cap. That's what they say.
Well, and the thing is, I can't remember if the first one was like that, largely because I played that game in 2021. When I revisited it recently, and to actually with the goal of finishing it, I had already seen a lot of the dialogue. I'd done enough runs that's like I really didn't have much to say to these people anymore. So I don't remember if that was a problem there. But it stands out to me here that sometimes they'll say something like, oh, if the sun wills it, then it shall be. And then they'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? It's like, I don't know. It just feels weird. It just feels weird.
It's like, pick one. Either be extremely casual or formal the whole time, I guess.
Well, right. It's not just specific characters doing it. It just feels odd. But I like it. I'm having fun with it. It's definitely challenging. But we got a cool mix of levels so far, and the new enemy types are interesting and challenging in different ways. I like the new weapons so far. I already have my favorite of what I've unlocked so far, and she's got these like twin blades, and I like those the best so far. She also has these other ones that's like twin like fire that you like shoot. I thought I would really like that, and I don't. Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, sick, projectiles. And I ended up not liking that one as much. So I'm going with the twin blades right now.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm having fun. You, similar to the first one, well, not similar, truly the same. You gift people things and they will give you a keepsake. And you can activate those keepsakes. So they have different ones like extra money or an extra life. For example, you can only choose one. But you can unlock different things later on, like, oh, you can unlock a chamber so you can switch out your keepsake, during the run, let's say.
Yeah.
So things like that remain from the first one. That you can make, it's one of those, you can make the game less challenging by unlocking things like that, or make it super challenging by not using any of it and just raw dogging it.
Are you getting the itch each run, just be like, I gotta go back?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, because it was deceptive, because the first time that I got to the second set of levels, I got all the way through on my first run. but I, died at the boss in that second world. And I immediately was like, I must go back. However, my subsequent run threw a new enemy type at me that was way harder, and I got like destroyed. And I was like, well, now I got to go back again. Now I know what's coming. So you definitely get that feeling. I do anyways. I'm going to do what I did in the first one. I'm not going to turn on God mode until I've unlocked a decent amount of skills and I say like, okay, I can't do this. I don't want to say I can't do it when I've only unlocked a handful of skills right now. There are definitely some better skills on the board that I just haven't been able to buy. So right now I don't have God mode turned on or anything. I'm not against it. I'm not going to do what I did with the first game and just out of pride be like, I'm not doing it. I'll do it at some point. I'll turn that on if I have to. Sure. But I am strategically saying I don't have the best skills yet, so I'm going to wait a little longer.
Okay. Yeah. Save it for Code Red. Keep in the back of your pocket for real desperate times.
Exactly.
All right. Why'd you decide to play this right away? You just beat the first one, right? Pretty recently.
I did. And I didn't feel burnt out on it. Okay. So I just was like, part of it is it does play very similarly to the first one, enough that I said, I'm in the zone with this. Let's not wait 3 months and forget how to play, because she has added abilities. Her whole thing is that she's a witch. So you can add magic to your attacks. It makes them slower, but stronger. And so her like cast is different, for example, than Zagreus's was, but it's very similar in how you dodge and dash and the enemies with like various projectiles. It plays similarly enough that I said, I want to jump right into this when I'm in the zone versus having to find that rhythm all over again. Because if you've played the first one, it does just feel very familiar in like attack, dash out of the way, attack, dash out of the way. Once you kind of get that dance and you learn the various enemy movements and their patterns, it's really similar to the first game in a good way, because it's what I liked about the first game. I don't want to say, oh, it's just a reskin. It's not. But there's definitely enough of the lifeblood of the first one in there that it felt really familiar, and I felt like I had some such leg up versus if I had just jumped into this completely cold.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Anything else you're playing, or is that it?
No, this has consumed me.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? You should play something else this week. And I'm like, one more run, and the one more run kept getting me.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Good. Just quickly for me, the updates on games I've played before is I played a little more bit of Trails and finally went back to it, and it's good so far. I'm in chapter 1 still. For anyone who's playing the game, they know. I'm enjoying it. I don't see what's so great about this game yet. I don't know, but I think there's still quite a ways to go, but I'm enjoying it. But I'm just like surprised from what I've played how much people like fucking adore this game. Because right now,
hours in are you?
I'm probably only like 10 or 11, 12.
That's not only.
I know. Well, I think this is like a 60-hour game. And I'm saying it's fine, and I'm having a good time, but it's not like blowing me away or anything like that yet.
Yeah, so, I'm surprised.
I don't know.
These fans are rabid in a good way, in a happy, foam at the mouth way.
People told me the first one is a little bit slower, especially at the beginning and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, set these expectations. So I'm assuming it'll ramp up more as I play more, because I will continue to play it. I'm hoping to finish it over the break to really get to the nitty gritty with it and take it out. But it's a cool game though. I do like it, but I just don't see what's so great about it quite yet. But hopefully I will. Next is Absalom. I've played a little bit more of that. It's been very sporadic my time with that game, but it is a roguelite beat 'em up, and I enjoy both of those games or type of games. And so far, this game has been delightful. I've had a really good time. I unlocked a cool ass frog wizard. He's really fun to play as. He has like a huge like Dragon Ball beam he could shoot. So I've been loving that guy. He's badass. Some cool roguelike elements, like of course getting powers and builds for how you want to go through a run. But some optional quests like, hey, go to this section of the map. You can unlock maybe a shortcut or a new item or something like that. So it's had that, let me do one more run. kind of hooks in me as well, which has been really fun. But like my runs now are taking me like 30 minutes or more, so I'm getting further than that. But getting that power, just a little bit of power each time, feeling the dopamine, it's good. It's a really fun game. I really like it a lot.
And that's what became like some not challenging, but when in Hades 1, when it's like, oh man, at first you're like, oh, I survived like 20 minutes, that's great, and then eventually you're like, that run took 45 minutes, and then you're like, fuck. You just, when you actually realize like how, depending on what bosses you get, it's like, oh my god, this is, you're looking at like, oh, that's gonna take 40 minutes of my time, and you kind of like gotta lock in and just start over.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, because I want to make a video on it, I decided to play Skyward Sword again. I haven't played it since the remaster came out, and I've been like taking notes and everything like that with it, which has been really interesting to me. And Skyward Sword is a very interesting Zelda. It's very divisive because it has motion controls and it's like all built around that. I respect a lot of things about this game. Like, if you're going to do motion controls like you did with this game, you have to go all in, and they did with this game. It's like all motion controls really focused around it. Of course, now with the Switch version, you can play with the controller, which is totally fine, but I like to play with the motion controls, creator's intent and all that kind of shit. And I think it's fun because you don't get to do that for very many games. I'm not saying I want all Zeldas to be like that. No, it's okay. But for this one, sure, I'll give it a spin. But yeah, this game is very charming. I think the visuals look really nice on Switch compared to the Wii, obviously. Because this game has a cool art style. It's like very, especially the backgrounds are like very watercolor looking, and the colors are very bright and very nice. And it looks really good in HD. It's like night and day. And of course, this runs at 60 frames now as well, and that just makes a huge difference. So that's been really fun. It's an interesting Zelda game because it's the one before Breath of the Wild, which kind of like changed the genre again and revitalized it for a lot of people. Because this Zelda game didn't sell very well compared to a lot of those Zelda games. And it was at the end of the Wii, like 2011, when Wii had a humongous install base and it sold pretty poorly. I remember when this game came out, I was like nervous about the franchise. I was like, oh shit. Is my Zelda gonna get even less popular and Nintendo's gonna give it even less time? I didn't want it to be like Metroid, kind of thing, like cool, hardcore fan base, but it just doesn't, a big seller. I always wanted Zelda to do well. Thankfully it did. It's like fucking bigger than ever now. But it's such like the exact opposite of Breath of the Wild in design. It's like a cramped Zelda in the sense that it takes place in the sky. You're on your little island, Skyloft, which is like your little town, your hometown. Really cool town. I love Skyloft, by the way. All the NPCs are on there. Great. Groose, great villain, awesome guy, so fucking sick. But you fly around in the sky, and like Wind Waker, there's not much to do out in the sky. Even less here, I would say, which is kind of a letdown. It's cool. It feels like a prototype to Tears of the Kingdom because you like jump off your bird and you free fall sometimes, but it's like there's loading and it's not seamless like Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom feels like they fully realized that vision. And in this one, you like jump down to the earth, and there's only like a couple areas you visit. And they're not super big, but they are very dense, I would say. And kind of like with a lot you do in there. They're almost like there's like dungeon-like elements out in the world, like solving puzzles to get to the dungeon, and feels kind of structured that way. It's interesting. It was much more like an open world dungeon compared to the past Zelda games. And I think it's interesting here, and I see glimpses of future Zelda stuff. Like there were some areas I went to that felt like beta shrines to me almost in the game. Like they're mandatory. They're not side stuff like shrines, but you like go to these little areas. It's like a little room you warp into, and it's like, here's a very small little puzzle area. You have little trials you can go do there. And I'm like, oh, this feels like shrines prototype, which has been really interesting to look at and with hindsight and all that kind of stuff. But I really like the villain in the game, or one of the main villains, Girahim. He's one of my favorite Zelda villains. I think he's awesome. I really hope they bring him back someday. I doubt it, but I think he's a really sick villain. No voice acting in this game, and I remember when this game came out, it was 2011, and people were like mad that this game didn't have voice acting. We finally did get it, but it is interesting just seeing a game this late in the cycle with story and a lot of cutscenes and dialogue, and just no voice acting. But
does it have like expressions.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
of course. It always has that. It has that Zelda kind of stuff. Yeah. It's not like
really
complete
funny.
silence.
It'd be funny if it was.
But there's like a lot of cool little things I like in this game, like particularly a lot of the races you run into. Like if you think of Zelda, like Goron, Zoras, and stuff like that, Gerudo. There's some new ones in this game. There's like these little, I think they're called Kikwis. They're like these little rodent guys. They're super cute little guys. Like Google one right now, Micah, and see what they look like. But they're these little forest guys are really cool. There's my favorite dudes though are in the volcano region. There's these like mole guys that dig underground, but all of them have distinct different haircuts from each other. One of them are like blonde, like comb over. One of them's got like a mohawk. They all have different hair colors and they're like bright, vibrant colors. And I'm like, this is like a really weird, charming race I like in the game. And they don't appear, as far as I'm aware, in any other Zelda games. Maybe a handheld one, I can't remember. But I'm like, man, I want these kind of races to come back in Zelda games. I really like these guys. But we haven't gotten them. But yeah, it's been an interesting game. Dungeons, I've done 3. I think there's 7. And I think they're pretty cool mostly. They get better later on. I remember later on, like there's like some really sick ones, like some of the best in the series later on. But they've been solid so far, and I'm like, man, I just miss dungeons. I miss these like long excursions into like a very thought out area full of puzzles and where you can't just like build a fucking flying saucer and fly over everything. You gotta make your way through, and I really miss that kind of shit. Hopefully they bring that back in the future, but it's been cool. This game's got its problems, especially later on. There's a lot of padding in the game where it's like, revisit this area and do this kind of bullshit, and a lot of people don't enjoy that. It doesn't bother me right now so much, but it's definitely there. But it's a cool-ass game. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. I would say try the motion controls if you haven't tried them yet. At least try them out for a while. Give it like a couple hours to get used to it, because that was the way the game was designed. But if it doesn't work for you, it's all right. You can use the analog sticks. It's there. It's an option. So kind of best of both worlds there. But yeah, cool game.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that someday.
Yeah, it's a cool game. I do like it. Like for you, I think you have more important Zeldas to play compared to it. It's like, it's a good 3D Zelda game. It's not near the top of 3D Zelda games
What if it ends up being my favorite?
It might. That'd be great. I doubt it, but that'd be great.
I'd like to think that, because you're mentioning the various things you wish they would bring back, I'd like to think that they think that's why the game failed. They're like, they hated the Kikwis. It's not about the waggle. It's not about the motion controls. They're like, oh my God, they fucking hated the Kikwis. It's like, no, we like those. But you'll never see any of that shit come back. So they're like, they hated the Mohawk guy. They hated that. And it's like the motion controls. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, it's like, those guys are so sick. What were they called? Mogmas is their name. They are fucking really cool, dude. Here, let me show you a screenshot of a Mogma.
Oh, I Googled it.
Yeah, look at Mogma, dude.
That's neat. There's so much variety.
And they pop out of the ground, they're like,
kid. They hated the Mogmas. They're like, that's why it didn't sell.
Yeah. The Mogmas are sick.
It's not about the Wii Motion Plus, adapter. It's not about any of that. They're like, they fucking hated those keys.
Oh, one thing I think is cool about the game is like, since it's motion control, so much of the combat encounters are designed around like you swinging your sword in certain directions. Like enemies will block certain ways like that, depending on where you're swinging. Like I fought a Stalfos who's like a skeleton and he has 2 swords and he's like making you swipe in certain angles to hit him. There's like an enemy that's like a Cerberus almost with 3 heads, and they all kind of like move in different patterns. And to kill them, you have to attack all or destroy all 3 heads at once. So you got to like wait for it to line up perfectly. Just cool little like weird Nintendo design things in this that I like about it. But man, this game's got padding. They actually reduced some of the padding in this version as well compared to the Wii one, but you still feel it big time in this game. But shout out Skyward Sword. I still like you. You're still a fun game. All right, Micah, let's see here. Next news story. I'm curious what you think about this, because I don't know your thoughts on the series, but a new Dead Rising is reportedly in development. This would be Dead Rising 5, I guess. But this is from Video Games Chronicle, and I'm going to read this from. It says, Capcom is working on a new Dead Rising game. That's according to a new report from MP First, which VGC can partially corroborate via our own sources, which claims that an in-development zombie action sequel will see a return of the original protagonist, Frank West. The project in question won't be a remaster or remake, but a new main entry in the series, the publication claims. It said that Dead Rising will see West head to Hollywood, with action primarily taking place within a massive enclosed movie studio lot, where the game's main villain forces Frank and other survivors into various trials, all in the pursuit of filming his perfect movie. This sounds like a really cool idea to me, Micah. So Dead Rising, the first one takes place in a mall. Great setting, of course. The second one I did play, I think it took place in it's like a casino amusement park kind of thing, I want to say. 3 was LA, and I never played 3, and 4 I never played either, which was like Christmas themed, but I heard it was pretty bad, unfortunately. But it's been a while since we've had a Dead Rising game, and I've enjoyed the first 2. We got Dead Rising Remastered, I think last year. Me and Colin played through it. We talked about it. But a new Dead Rising game, if it's good, I'm in. I'm really curious who's going to make this game, though. Now, Micah, I don't know. Do you like Dead Rising at all?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
I've seen the first one played, though, multiple times. I watched the Game Grumps play it. I actually think they played it twice. I watched Colin play it. I respect it, but it's just not something that really appealed to me. Yeah. But I like that they're saying that it's going to be, again, like an enclosed set, because the first one is like, yeah, the mall setting is pretty, there's a good amount of space there.
Yeah.
But that's where you are. It's not like huge, expansive open world. It's a mall. Yeah. It's cool. It's really neat. Colin and I have talked before about, we love the feeling when you can walk around in a game and you remember where everything is, like without looking at the map. Like, and that's how we started to get with that mall. And just remembering exactly where to go and stuff. And I was like, yeah. And some games are just so massive, you don't really start to feel that way. Like even Yakuza games, you know, it's like, oh, you kind of start to get a feel for Kamurocho, but it's like, it's a little too big of a setting to be like, oh, I know exactly where to go. Like, you get your bearings, but it's
kind of changes from game to game too a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So like something like in Witcher 3, and it's like you're in like White Orchard or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, like, this is so quaint. And then when the world really opens up to you and it's like, and you really just can't, know your way around after a certain period. So I like that they're sticking with that kind of closed in zone. It's also kind of a must for horror for me. Is that feeling of being trapped? It's that feeling of like you're stuck here. Like even Until Dawn, it's like you're stuck on this mountain or whatever the fuck. So I like that they're doing that. I will be excited if Gollum plays this to watch it, but I don't do well with horror games. Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, he was asking, what's the games? It's like a zombie game, but it's like parkour. Is that Dying Light?
Dying Light, yeah.
Yeah, all right. He really likes those, and he was like, "Did you play that?" And I said, "That first one was so scary, dude." He was like, "No."
Dead Rising games aren't really scary though. They're more just like,
no, it's more camp. But I get so antsy with the like they're approaching and we're trapped in here. I don't know. I still got maybe a good imagination, because it's like, no, it's not scary in the same way as some of these other titles, but the antsiness, the anxiety, I feel it still. I'm like, oh my God. Like, they're coming, the whole wave of zombies. Like, I feel it. I just don't do well with scary stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. It's fair. Dude, I'm thinking about like the movie lot or whatever, the movie studio, man. Thinking all the weird locations you're gonna be able to go to.
There could be so much cool stuff. Well, because even just thinking like you could have a zombie and he's wearing like a Wolfman costume or some shit. Like, just thinking of all the various like costumes and things that would be there.
Yeah,
there'd be some real stuff,
like
fun
an
stuff to play with.
Back lot thing kind of thing.
Exactly. Oh, they'd have so much cool stuff in theory.
Yeah, that is a really cool location. So I don't know. I think it sounds like it's going to happen, which I'm super down with. I hope it's great though. I need Dead Rising to be really good again. All right, Micah, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is days away. The embargo is finally up, despite your best wishes. The game is here, pretty much like that. And I just kind of want to go over some of the reviews I saw for it. Metacritic 81, dude. To me, hell yeah, I'll take that shit. To some people that might seem low, but for me, I'm all about it. I'll take that all day. And top critic average on OpenCritic as well, 81. 83% of critics recommend. So, yesterday, we talked about it as well. Our guest Simon played through the whole game, and he really enjoyed it. So, Metroid is back, baby, on the horizon. Are you or Colin going to buy this?
Oh, I don't plan to. No.
Okay.
Colin has not expressed any interest in it either.
What bitch, dude. God damn him.
He's trying to get me to play Metroid Prime 1.
Yeah, Prime 1's great.
You're
going to get lost, though.
I know. I just don't think it's for me, you know? I just don't think I'm going to like it.
Yeah, you're going to get lost 100%. But the game is out. Out in a couple days. 2 days from when we're filming. I am thrilled. Looking forward to playing it, dude. It's been a long time coming, so it's here.
Brad's copy's going to get lost in the mail.
Who's mine?
Oh, right. You didn't do physical games anymore. Physical. Damn it.
I don't gotta worry about that shit.
It'd be funny if FedEx didn't fucking bring yours.
No. I don't got to worry about that shit. Those days are over for me.
Brad's internet goes down.
Yeah. No! Can't download it. I'll just go to Starbucks and download it there or some shit if I have to.
Starbucks exploded.
Dude, everywhere's got Wi-Fi. I'll find it. You can't stop me, Micah.
Fucking homeless people got hotspots now. Everybody's got Wi-Fi.
Exactly. But with Prime 4 days away, I thought I would get some Metroid memories from the audience. Because, you know, it's a beloved Nintendo franchise, and the audience responded with a lot of different people writing in. I took, I think, 4, though, because they're kind of long, or 3. So I'm sorry, everyone. I did read all your entries, though. Thank you, guys. This is from Level Wiley. Hey, Punchers. My memories with Metroid start back in 2002. I was 12 when Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime were released back in 2002 on the same day. I was super stoked despite never playing a Metroid game before. The hype for Prime was real, and the fact that it got a 9.8, 1 point higher than Halo 9.7, felt intentional on IGN's part. The rivalry on IGN message boards was real at the time. I ended up getting stuck towards the end of the game when you have to track down a bunch of artifacts, but I remember how atmospheric it felt, how amazing the raindrops on the visor were, and how perfectly the music set the mood. I got stuck near the end of Fusion as well, but is also excellent. Maybe Prime 4 will be the first Metro game I actually complete. We shall see. But good luck, Wiley. I hope you finish it. Or Willie, you can do it now. You're not 12 anymore. You can fucking figure it out.
Yeah, still impressive for a 12-year-old.
Yeah. But yeah, when Metroid Prime came out at the time, graphical showpiece for sure. That game was crazy good looking. I was a doubter. I was like, I don't want Metroid in first person. But they made it work, man. Gotta respect it. All right, this is from Colin as Mike Myers, the Cat in the Hat. Good day, Punchers. The promised day is upon us, despite Micah's gaslighting, and I would like to share some of my experience with the franchise. Can't stop this, Micah. The first console my brothers and I saved to pay for ourselves was the GameCube, and we got a bundle at Radio Shack. Wow. Containing an extra controller and 2 games, Midway Arcade Treasures and Metroid Prime. Once we had our field of classic arcade games, we decided to try Metroid, and once we got to Talon 4, we were hooked. Seeing a game this beautiful and explorable awakened a sense of adventure with us that compelled us to keep going. We had never experienced anything like it before. Even though we had many other titles in our time with the GameCube, that one will always stick with me, and it's why it's my favorite game ever for over 15 years. Echoes and Dread are both really good too, though my first still remains my favorite. Can't wait to play Beyond this week, and I hope it's everything we've hoped for from it. Keep punching those bricks, and thank you for your donation. That's a sacred streaming meme right there. Finally, we got Crapton Picard writing in. Sup punching up crew. Metroid is such a cool franchise, and I'm so glad that Nintendo never abandoned it despite its relatively low sales compared to every other Nintendo franchise. My first Metroid memory is watching my older cousin play the original Metroid on the NES when I was 6 or 7 years old. The game was too scary for me to play. It's funny thinking back about an 8-bit game being scary, but the vibe that the original game had was something special. Unfortunately, though, because I was so freaked out by the original game, I never played Super Metroid on the SNES. In college, I didn't have a GameCube, but I played a lot of Metroid Prime on my friend's system, and I really loved it. I was just amazed that Nintendo was able to once again transport a franchise from 2D to 3D so well. I never beat Prime, though. Like Colin, I didn't play much Nintendo between the N64 and the Switch, but I went all the way in on the Switch. It was so fun getting back to my beloved Nintendo games. Metroid Dread was the next Metro game, and I thought it was fantastic. By that time, I had played and enjoyed many other Metro games and started to lament the fact that despite being around since the NES, I never played the OGs. Well, I went on NSO and fired up Super Metroid, and my God, what a game. Absolutely incredible. It came out in 1994, and it still holds up. The music, the environments, the exploration, it just blew me away. I can't understand why it's inspired, or I can understand why it's inspired a whole genre. It was tough as nails, though. If it wasn't for a rewind and save states, I probably would have had tough time finishing it. But I'm so glad I played it. I also went ahead and played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Really enjoyed that too. But Super Metroid was on another level. I got the Prime Remaster and finally beat that game. Brilliant. I'm annoyed that Nintendo never re-released 2 and 3, but alas, I'm super excited for Metroid Prime 4. More so than any other game for the Switch too. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Oh, look at these nice Metroid memories. Very nice. Don't you wish you could share those, Micah?
Oh, absolutely. I will say the comment about it's funny to look back at the graphics of the games you were afraid of as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, my cousin CJ, he was playing one of the Tomb Raider games. And I just remember there was like a dinosaur in it.
Yeah, it's Tomb Raider
and
1, I think.
I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I had nightmares for weeks. And it is hysterical to go look at those graphics and be like, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was such a good looking game.
Yeah. I mean, Resident Evil 1 scared the shit out of me. I remember when I played it for the first time. It's just like movies, back in the black and white era. You look at those old horror movies and they're so cheesy.
Yes.
Same thing, I guess.
It's about exposure to those people who had never seen that before. They're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He just killed a woman on film.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. All right. Next news story right here. Untitled Sonic Universe event movie coming December 2028. So we've had 3 Sonic movies, live action Sonic movies, and we've had a Knuckles TV show spinoff. There is Sonic 4 happening, but we're also getting a brand new one alongside it. My guess, Micah, is this is going to be a Shadow project. Shadow movie, Shadow show. I forgot. Have you seen any of these?
No.
Okay, you haven't seen
I've
any?
not seen these.
Okay. Would you watch any of them? I know you don't watch movies, actually, so that's probably no.
So, I mean, it's got... Isn't John Ralphio from Parks and Rec is the voice of Sonic.
He is Sonic, yeah.
I would watch maybe the first one.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Did you see Chris Chan's Etsy shop is back?
No. He has an Etsy shop?
You can buy a custom painting from Chris Chan.
Holy shit, let me look at this really quick.
I believe there's also like pendants for sale. That's the real Sonic news this week. The real Sonic fans know.
Fucking shit.
That Chris Chan's Etsy shop is back.
Oh, he'll draw a picture for you for $225.
Colin and I made a joke and he was like, oh, you know what? Maybe we'll get those as like company presents.
Yeah.
Get everyone a custom Christian art.
Dude, 4.8 out of 5 rating on this. I'm looking at some of the reviews. 5 stars. Artwork was exactly as ordered, and I appreciate the time put into this piece. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, Chris Chan, Sonichu has blessed my girlfriend and I with a wonderful wedding portrait to display. Couldn't recommend her services more. I love it so much. Characters were drawn beautifully. Damn, dude. You could actually buy this for like Chris or Dustin and they'd probably actually like it.
Get your holiday orders in now, folks.
Yeah. If you want Chris Chan. Wow, there's a lot here. I'm looking at all this. Handmade Sonichu medallion, $110 with Megastone. Okay.
And Colin keeps telling me that the medallion's cursed or something.
His medallion.
You're not supposed to wear. Because it's like people who've worn Sonichu medallions have had bad things happen to them.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You can get an Amy Sonichu, it looks like, as well. Rose Chew medallion. That's not Sonichu, so you can get like the Amy one.
I mean, Brad, if you haven't finished the Christmas shopping for your own family,
yeah, dude.
Here you go.
Here we go, right here, Micah. Temple of Sonichu Sacred Rocks. It's literally just like a burlap sack with rocks in it and a certificate of authenticity.
Where's the authenticity that it came from Chris Chan? Like, is it just like a note that says, I made this, Chris Chan?
He said, okay, Here we go. 4-star review. Well, here's my review of my Chris Chan's Temple of Sonichu Rock. I've been following the Chris Chan story for a while. I'm not a troll, nor are you going to be a troll like Liquid Chris or like Surf Tito. I'm just a former follower and wanted to get something with internet history. The rocks are cool. That's it. That's the review. Great for Christmas or a special occasion. It was exactly as advertised.
Oh my God. There's this music CDs. Like, there's a lot. Chris Chan jail art, spiritual talismans.
Dude, yeah. There's like a figure. It looks like an amiibo of Sonichu. Holy shit.
There's a lot here. I just feel like if you're Christmas shopping,
the holidays, man.
This could be the place. And I mean, yeah, commission starting at $225. What a bargain.
Yeah, from Chris Chan, dude, what a fucking bargain. Damn, dude. Hand-drawn art. $200, and it's like a Chris Chan character with Blastoise. Christine Rosechew and Shelly Blastoise. And Blastoise is saying, I still can't believe Gratz taking Pokemon Club was a success. Oh, it says talking Pokemon Club was a success. That's what Blastoise is saying, I guess. Holy shit. All right, Christmas shoppers, there you go. You can support Chris Chan if you would like to.
If you so choose. But yeah, the Sonic project, who knows what's going to be.
7.3K sales.
That's a lot more than I expected. All right. That's a lot more than I expected.
So did he sleep with his mom or what?
Yeah, that did happen.
That did happen? Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, there were charges filed, right?
Yeah.
I haven't been following the case. I
know you're in a household where Chris Chan is kind of famous, and Colin, you know.
Oh my God, like when Colin finally gave up on watching the documentary, I was so glad. Because I was just like, I don't want to know any of this information. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm like a level 3 degen, all right, but I don't want to know any of this.
Yeah. Sorry if anyone from Sega was listening. We were talking about Sonic and we immediately went to Chris Chan. So
that's my bad.
But yeah, that's the end of the story. There it is. I'm guessing a shot of movie's coming. But hey, if you want Chris Chan,
are they going to give him a gun?
Go to Zetsu. Yeah, I think he had a gun in 3, I think, for a part. I can't recall. I saw 3.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, I went with my nieces and nephew to see it. So they liked it though. But yeah, give him a gun. Fuck it. Whatever. I guess. All right. Final story right here, Micah. I saw this actually right before we went recording, so a little fresh. But Shovel Knight 3D is reportedly in development. I'm going to read this from Go Nintendo, from their website. Yacht Club has been working on and off on Shovel Knight 3D for 5+ years. While never outright confirmed, there were all sorts of teases and hints from Yacht Club concerning a 3D adventure for Shovel Knight. Now in a new feature from Bloomberg, which I can't read because I'm not a subscriber, we learned that not only does the project exist, but it's also been worked on since 2020. While only time will tell if/when Shovel Knight 3D releases, it is clear that Yacht Club plans to continue exploring the idea. Below, you can see a breakdown, of some of the notes going on here from Bloomberg's feature. At the beginning of 2020, Yacht Club split into 2 teams, a team led by Sean Velsko, and the other founders started to work on Shovel Knight 3D. Eventually, leadership ended up splitting time between Shovel Knight 3D and Mina the Hollower. 2024 development on Shovel Knight 3D was paused to focus on Mina the Hollower. The plan in 2026 is to shift focus back to Shovel Knight 3D and combine the two teams into one. It's not clear when exactly we can expect to see Shovel Knight 3D or learn more about its release, but it does seem like the title needs considerable time. Yeah, of course. Mina the Hollower was supposed to come out in October. It got delayed. We have no idea when it's coming out still. That was almost 2 months ago. Hopefully it's not too soon or too long till it comes out because I want to play that game. I like Yacht Club game, but I don't know. This is an interesting story. There's a lot more going on in that Bloomberg story as well about like finances about the company, and they apparently are doing super hot financially, but I don't have access to all of that kind of stuff. So if you want to learn more, you can check out Bloomberg and all that kind of stuff. Micah, I know Colin cares about this, but do you care about it at all?
No. I mean, I like...
No.
Shovel Knight's just not for me. I love the Game Grumps videos of them playing it. Hysterical. It's unfortunate, though, that it sounds like they had tried to develop 2 games at once, did not work out very well, and now so it's like one goes on the back burner, the other one is still not coming out yet. It gives hope that they're saying like, oh, next year we're going to pivot to this. So you're like, oh, Mina's got to come out soon. But it sucks to think that like they were like, yeah, we can work on these 2 projects in tandem, and just did not work out.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like Shovel Knight, or I'm sorry, Yacht Club could be in some financial trouble right now. Hopefully they pull through, whatever. Sounds like they got to sell a lot, because I really like that developer. Hope they do all right. I don't know. But we'll probably find out more officially down the line. I'm sure Sacred Boys will probably report on this as well, and more time will have passed. So I'm sure you get some more information from them. All right, Micah, let's close the show with some write-ins from the audience. If you want to write into the show, I post a thread every Sunday, calling for your submissions. However, we are going to be filming in bulk for a lot of the holiday episodes coming up this week, actually, with me and Micah. Me and Micah are filming them tomorrow and the day after. So there probably won't be a thread for a lot of those, just letting you know. That'll be the last 2 weeks of December when those episodes come out, by the way. So there probably won't be a threads for that, but for the remainder 2 weeks, Mondays. Keep an eye out there.
Sundays.
Yeah, what did I say? Mondays? Yeah. Fuck. All right, this is from Dan's Che. Happy December, guys. Were you on 2D Metroid versus 3D? I personally think 2D Metroid is way more fun than 3D, but I still think Prime Trilogy is great. What's your favorite 2D Metroid? Mine is tied between Zero Mission and Dread. I think Super is an amazing game that will always stand the test of time, but I don't find it particularly fun to play in 2025. Needing 5 missiles to open a door is bullshit. Thanks, and all the best. Yeah, Micah, what's your favorite 2D Metroid since you're such a huge fan?
Oh, I mean, the best one...
Stand by.
The best one has got to be from... I'm pulling up a Reddit list right now, yep. Super Metroid.
Okay, that's probably my favorite 2D Metroid game.
The page took a lot longer to load than I expected it to.
Yeah, it's all right. We got there. All right, Super Metroid from Micah, of course. Yeah, Super Metroid's probably my favorite. I think Dread is probably second when I think back.
I feel like Fusion insists upon itself.
Yes, of course. Fun game. I like all the 2D Metroids though. Samus Returns, the Game Boy one, was not my favorite though. That's for sure. I never finished the remake though. That was on 3DS. I'll have to go back and finish that someday. 2D versus 3D. I like both. I don't like one more or the other. I really enjoy 2D Metroids and I really enjoy 3D Metroids, so I'm kind of cool with whatever. It's not like with me with Zelda where I'm like, I prefer 3D more nowadays and Mario as well, but Metroid, I'm fine with whatever. I'm good. I think 3D is always a little more exciting to me because there's been less of them, and I feel like you can get a little more ambitious with some of the design in those games. But they're all winners to me. Damn it. All right. This is from Dr. Itchy Pee. I want to get that checked out, doctor.
Yeah, please get that looked at.
Yeah. Hi.
By another doctor.
Yeah, from another doctor. Hi. From the group in general, do you feel satisfied with the variety of games that are released on Nintendo lately? My wife started KCD2 a month ago, and since she's been playing on the TV, I've had a lot more Switch 2 time and have burned through all the games I'm interested in. The couple of games I do want to play don't have a Switch release. I'm starting to wish I had bought a Steam Deck instead of a Switch 2. Bye. Okay. Dr. Itchy PP. What do you think about this, Mike? As someone who vast majority of your game time is on Switch 2 right now, have you been satisfied?
I have been. I mean, this past week I got Kirby's Air Riders, I got Hades 2, completely fucking different games. It really is just you got to understand what's going to be released on Switch, especially in terms of third party. I mean, no, we're not getting Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 anytime soon, maybe ever. It's like we don't have, all the shooters and things like that. It does unfortunately come down to your personal taste as to whether or not Switch 2 is going to be worth it, because there's a huge catalog, including of Switch games, huge catalog of games. But if you are someone who loves shooters, it's maybe not the place for you. It just is a matter of taste, what's available. There's a very large catalog, but it's like, I love JRPGs. It's a JRPG machine. You love tactics games, a lot of those. But if your interests skew out further than that, you're just going to start to say, well, there's not a lot for me. And that's just a matter of what genres you like.
Yeah. With Nintendo, it's kind of been for a while is if you want big AAA third-party games in particular, you're probably not going to get them day and date on there. It does happen occasionally, but if you're really interested in a lot of third-party stuff, Switch might not be the platform for you. Like, is Borderlands 2 even out or 4 out for Switch 2 yet? I don't even know.
Oh, right. That got delayed. I don't know. Let's see. Because, right, that did get delayed.
I don't think it's out yet.
Yeah, on the Nintendo site, it just says 2025. Is this? There's no option to like buy it either.
Yeah, I think it's not out then.
Yeah. Okay. It sucks.
Yeah, and it's like Assassin's Creed Shadows just came out for Switch 2. If you care about that, I don't, but it's there. But yeah, if you want a lot of the third-party stuff, it's not usually on Nintendo day and date. Like I said, some examples like Resident Evil Requiem's coming to it. I think day and date, so you're gonna get some of that there. But yeah, you're gonna miss out on stuff. Switch isn't a catch-all system.
No, and there's a lot to play.
Yeah,
if you like the type of games I like, if you love JRPGs, oh my god, there are so many.
Yeah,
there's endless JRPGs to play, endless like arcadey type games. If you are like me and you're like, oh, I never played a Zelda before, well, there's quite the collection of them to get into. But there are definitely gaps in the catalog, and even the things that are available, Gene has told us that like, oh, the Arkham games are not great on Switch. You might get a port of something, that does not mean you should buy it. So that's just an unfortunate reality that when it comes to some of these games, you might get the port. It still might not be a great experience. And I don't know. It's a luxury, of course, but I do feel like the average person with a Switch probably has a secondary console, or like the Switch is the secondary and they have a primary console, I should even say.
Absolutely. Yeah, and with Nintendo, a big part of it is about the exclusives, because you're not getting them anywhere else. They're not pouring that shit anywhere. So you do get some benefits, but there's just trade-offs with everything.
They're not even, as we've said before, like they don't even want their characters in Fortnite because they only want it to work on their console. Like, well, no, you can only play him in Fortnite on a Switch, and they're, so those exclusives are still very important to how Nintendo operates. And that is what you're buying the console for. For me, that's what I'm buying the console for. Same. When it comes to third-party stuff, I'm going to make an educated guess onto if I think it's going to be good or not on Switch, like Yakuza Kiwami 3. I'm saying, all right, I'll get the Switch one. But it's not the place to play all your third-party favorites.
Yep. All right, Quiet Lighter wrote in, said, hello, punchers, wishing the best for all of you. While pondering the Game Awards, I was thinking about music and games and came to the realization that I don't think I've ever played a game that I enjoyed where I thought it had bad music. I had preferences, of course, but never have I thought I liked the game, but the music was bad. Is good music just a requirement for enjoying any video game? Do I just have low standards when it comes to in-game music? Is there any game where you enjoyed despite thinking the music was bad? The closest I could think of was the original release of Dragon Quest XI, but I would argue it still had good music, just very repetitive / not enough of it. Thank you, as always, for the shows. All right, Micah. Games you enjoy with bad music.
Well, I didn't enjoy it very much, but Xenoblade Chronicles X has some bad music, not all. All right, but the city music, as Gene and I lamented, it's so bad. They have this lyricless rap. It just sounds. It loops. The loop is way too short. It's like 10 seconds, and it's looping and looping and looping. And that's really the main problem, is that the songs are too short. Mm-hmm. But then conversely, during the battles, sometimes this song would play, and it was like a real song with words, but it would just like keep looping. And it's like, I've listened to this song 5 times now during this boss battle. It's too much. Like, no words during the boss fight, except during like maybe a key moment. Like you got it down to half health or something, right? And it triggers that. But oh my God, I won't say the music was bad, but it was definitely a step down from some other games, just in terms of how frequently it looped, and the tracks were just too short. The rap song's bad. I'll say that. The rap song's bad. But that's what jumped out at me was Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah. Like a really great game, it's hard for me to think of completely bad soundtrack. Here, Micah, look at this. I'm going to send you one song right here. This is from Resident Evil Director's Cut on PS1. I love Resident Evil.
I gotta watch an ad first.
Fuck. God damn it.
I got an ad for Fortnite chapter 11.
Man. But this song is fucking horrible. It's like a fart machine. That's what it sounds like to me. It's so bad.
No, this isn't real. This isn't real.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Oh my God. I wish I'd had that sooner. I would have walked down the aisle to that.
Yeah. Like how insane is that, dude? That song.
That's not real. Oh my God. Okay, I take back everything I said about Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
That's way worse. Because
oh yeah, go ahead.
When I think of annoying music, retro games do come to mind first, but it's more just that in our modern ear. At the time, you would have been like, wow, look how many notes they can play. And now you're just like, they're looping the same 15 MIDI tones. Like, stop! But that's just a difference of being spoiled by what video games can be now. Yeah. I tend to find some retro games to be a little grating these days, but at the time, it wouldn't have been a problem, I don't think.
They don't have so much room for music and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Limitations, yeah.
Throw on a podcast, all right? Play your Atari games with a podcast on.
Yeah. Metroid Prime, no, not Metroid Prime, sorry. Metroid Other M, when I played through recently, I was like, this music's kind of like boring. I was like surprised how much more boring it was to me than I remembered. Because Metroid usually has pretty good music, but that was kind of surprising to me.
Oh, you've reminded me. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. The music wasn't bad, but it just felt strange because it's a multiplayer shooter and they're playing like these kind of, somber's not the right word, but these kind of like downbeat spooky songs. And it just didn't feel like, come on, bros, let's go. It just felt weird. It was a weird vibe. I love that game still, but it was an odd kind of vibe, this kind of spooky lo-fi music with a shooter. It was bizarre.
All right. Luke from New Jersey wrote and said, what up, Fisters? After putting it off since the launch of the Switch 2 because I was afraid of being stupid, I started Tears of the Kingdom this weekend. And hot dang, if this isn't one of the best games I've ever played, are there any specific tips you would recommend to somebody who's just starting to embark on this journey? Bonus question. I was always more of a Mario guy than a Zelda guy growing up, so I've only played the 2 DS games. Wow. Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening. Those aren't DS games. Nice try.
Oh, no, I think he's saying the 2 DS games.
Oh, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I just can't read. Those two.
Both
the DS games, man. Like, that's what you're playing, dude? Fuck. What order would you recommend I play the rest of the Zelda series games in? I played every Metro game for the first time earlier this year and loved the experience. Thanks, Luke from New Jersey. Tears of the Kingdom advice right away. Don't look anything up. Just go wander. If something looks cool to you in the distance, go see what it is. Don't worry about progression or stuff like that. Just fucking go. Cut loose, man. Live a little. Break the chains. The chains that Micah and Colin can't let go. I need something to tell me what to do.
No.
I need to know what to do.
You know my beef with that game is the sheep people. I'm gonna try Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna try it.
It's like I accept that criticism. I agree. Why are you a fucking furry, Raru? What's going on, Nintendo?
You know, it just freaks me out.
Stand down right there. You're a little too crazy.
It makes me uncomfortable. My advice: playing Tears of the Kingdom, stop.
Don't listen to Mike.
Go play Triangle Strategy instead.
I mean, cool game. Not even close to the same though.
Go play Unicorn Overlord instead.
Cool game. Not even close to the same again.
All right, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
I mean, that's a cool game. He's going to get to it. He wants to play through other Zelda games.
Play that first, and then you'll say, I don't need any of these other ones.
Don't play it first.
Play it first. It's so good.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, but don't play it first.
It's the best.
So you've played 2 DS games, Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening. Okay. If you want to play all of them, just start it. Just go in release order then from what you haven't played. Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, so on. Just go in the order of release then. That's what I would do. You could see the evolution of the series.
It's going to take him way too long. He's got to play Echoes of Wisdom at least just to get it, just to experience it.
No, he's going to play them all. He played through every Metroid game.
Yeah, but just play that one first, and then you'll say, I don't need all these.
That's okay. Don't listen to Micah. She's crazy.
It's the best Zelda game. It's the best one they ever made.
She's a fucking crazy woman. Don't listen to her.
I'm not crazy.
Crazy swamp hag.
You don't know what to say because you can't disagree because you love Zeldas, and if I love Echoes of Wisdom, you can't shit on it because you loved it. Normally, good. Brad, you'd be like, whatever Michael likes sucks, but you can't do it this time.
Well, because you actually have good taste for once, so I'm like, okay, it's good. Not as good as some of the other Zeldas, but it's good. It's a good game.
Now, if you were going to play the Burger King games, I'd say to play Pocket Bike Racer, Big Bumpin', and save Sneak King for last because it's the best.
Yeah, so, okay. Wouldn't you want them to save Echoes of Wisdom then for the last, if it's the best to you?
No, there's too many. There's only 3 Burger King games. There's like way too many Zeldas to play them all.
I believe in Quiet Lighter here, though. Oh, wait, no, was it Luke? Luke here. Luke's going to do it. Luke, report back when you finish Zeldas. Give me the breakdown, the report. Give me your book report. All right.
Yeah, then you can tell us why Link to the Past sucks.
Maybe we should make this show like a solo show. I can do it solo. I think we can do it solo. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Naked Snake in a banana hammock wrote in. What do you think of Naked Snake?
What?
Do you think he's attractive?
What does that mean?
Naked
You're talking about Metal Gear?
Yeah.
When is he naked? What is that?
That's his code name. Naked Snake.
Oh, all right. I hate it.
But no, you know what he looks like? Do you find him attractive?
He's an average white guy. Sure,
okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
I just don't know. Maybe I'll like him when he gets older.
I mean, that definitely adds a couple points.
Here, let me show you a picture of him.
They're all,
Let me show you. Let me know what you think about this gentleman. Hold on. I'm going to show you when he's older.
I love this as we have a thing.
Yeah. I just want to gauge your interest.
No, that's a very attractive old man.
Okay.
That's a very attractive old man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Brickfisters. I'm a huge fan of From Software games, but I have a dilemma. I really want to get Duskbloods when it comes out, but I don't have anyone else who has a Switch 2 to play with. And from the experience with randos on Night Rain, I don't have much confidence that I'll have a good time. Do you think it will accommodate for this issue? Hard to say because we don't know a lot about Duskbloods. All we know it is a PvP/E thing. I believe you'll be able to play the game solo. Like, I think you could team up with people probably during a match or something like that, but I don't think it's going to be like Night Ring where you're going into a game necessarily with a group of 3 or something like that. I think you'll be able to play this game solo and do all right, but it sounds like there's going to be bosses out in the world and you could team up with other players if you wish to take them down and stuff like that. But you'll also be able to kill anyone if you want as well. So that's just me speculating though. We've seen one trailer of this game. I don't know. They haven't really said much else about it. But I think it'll be different from Night Rain. Micah, what do you think?
I got something.
Yeah.
It sounds, here's what you do. You go on down to your local, I'm going to say middle school. Yeah, hey kids, anybody playing Duskbloods?
Don't go down that one.
All you need is a friend code of somebody. I'm just saying that if none of your friends have a Switch 2, your highest chance of finding one's going to be a child. So just, I didn't say go to like an elementary school, but like, a high school might be weirder than going to a middle school. So just
why would that be weirder?
Approach a child. Well, now you're getting into the whole thing of I don't know how old this guy is. It's okay, Brad. Riddle me this: would it be weirder for you to hang out with like a 12-year-old girl or like a 16-year-old girl? You know what I'm saying?
Both equal.
No, it's not equal. It's not equal. If you were taking like a kid to the mall, they'd be like, "That's a guy taking a kid to the mall." If you're taking like a teen to the mall, they're like, "That's a weirdo right there."
The only thing with a 12-year-old is like, someone may think that's like my daughter or my niece. That's about it.
Exactly. And that's why it doesn't look so weird. So,
but we don't know how old Daniel is. Or
we don't.
Not Daniel.
So that's why I'm going in the middle here. You know? So I'm just saying find some children, befriend one, and then you're just going to be digital friends from then on. You're not going to be like, you're not taking them out to Chick-fil-A or nothing, but like find a child, become friends, play Duskbloods. Problem solved.
Don't do that. Any of that, actually. Don't do any of that. Don't make friends with children. No digital children friends. None of that. No.
We need Hogue to quickly read a statement, like very like fast forwarded, saying like Last Day Media is not responsible for any legal.
We don't do that. Hey, Naked Snake, you'll be all right solo. And if not, post in the Discord. Someone will play with you on our Discord when it comes out.
There oh my God. Do you?
What?
I don't want to say it because you ever realize something in life and you're like, how did I not know that sooner? The people, they're not reading it that fast in like the credit card ads and shit. They're not reading it that fast. They're speeding it up.
Yeah.
When they're reading all the terms.
Yeah. Unless they have like an auctioneer guy doing it.
I was like, well, yeah, but I was like, man, how's that bitch reading it so fast?
Some people can read fast.
She's really good.
I think it's probably both,
I don't think that's what they're doing.
I think someone probably did back in the day read it really fast.
Oh, no, probably. Like but when you hear like the DraftKings sports ads and at the end they have the gambling thing and the guy's reading it at like a million miles an hour and it's like, I think they may have sped that up.
Yeah, they might have. It might have. All right. Daniel Callis wrote in and said, hey, punching up crew. Someone, Micah, I think, suggested, is this seat taken a while back? So I picked it up on sale for my train ride from DC to Connecticut over the holiday. It's a wonderful puzzle game with a simple and charming design that I highly recommend to anyone who likes handheld gaming before bed or on commutes. However, after playing a few hours of the game, having saved a few times, my save was suddenly deleted. As much as I enjoyed what I played, I have no interest in going back. Have any of you ever experienced a corrupted save file like this that prevented you from completing a game where you were otherwise enjoying? To be fair, I feel like I got my $7 worth, but I'm bummed I can't bring myself to see it through. Thanks. Do you have any more recommendations for small puzzle games? Daniel. Give me some puzzle game recommendations, Micah. Do you got any?
Oh, I'm so sad for Daniel, first of all. I'm so sad. It's not exactly a puzzle game, but Dustin recommended it, and I love it. That Suika game, it's like Suika. That game is addicting. It's a puzzle in just the sense that there is a lot of strategy. On the surface, you're just plopping fruits into a box, but there's a lot of strategy once you get the hang of it. Mm-hmm. And that game, it is perfect for trips, travel, whatever. I love that game. I don't play a lot of puzzle games because I usually find them to be so bad. Not bad. So scary. I don't like it. So is this seat taken? Part of why I sung its praises so much was because I just couldn't believe how much I liked it. I'm not a puzzle game person, right? I get stressed out playing Bejeweled. So I loved it. Loved the presentation. It was, had some head scratching parts, but I was able to get through it. I'm so sad for you because the ending of that game made me cry.
Damn.
And I'm so sad that you're not going to see it. Maybe a year from now you'll say, you know what, I'll pick it up again. But I don't have anything really to recommend except like of the same feeling, except for Suika game, however they say it. It's fantastic. Should be extremely cheap. I have not played the new one where it's an orb instead. I have not played that. I don't know how it feels, how it compares. But the original one, man, you just really get yourself in a pickle sometimes. You're like, how do I get out of this?
How do I get out?
And it's great.
Okay, there you go. Bust a Move. I don't know if that's saying on anything, but I love that game. Fucking sick game. Professor Layton's on Switch. I know people like those games, so maybe that.
I've never played one.
Very charming presentation in those games. Very charming. So maybe that. But it's not really like a quick like puzzle game like is a seat taken, I guess. There's like more of a narrative and all that kind of stuff. It's like visual novel and puzzle combined. All right. JP wrote and said, hey, Punching Up crew. Micah mentioned a few episodes back something about wrist and forearm pain from holding the Switch 2 and was worried about trying any heavier gaming handhelds like a Steam Deck. Just writing in to see if she's looked into a gaming pillow by mechanism to see, or any similar stand device. I think these would solve her problem of having to support the weight of the handheld without having to rest Switch 2 in tablet mode on her lap or the couch. Thanks for all you do. All right, the gaming pillows. I've seen these.
I've seen them.
I would feel like such a dork with this, but God bless you all.
I didn't want to say it.
God bless you all.
I didn't want to say it. I was just like, bro, I don't know. I see the ads for them. I'm just like, I feel like I'd be a real weirdo for buying it. But the bigger thing is 95% of the time I'm sitting on the couch playing a game and my dog is sitting on my lap.
That'll make it tough.
I sit on the couch and she immediately comes over and she just sits on my lap.
Yeah.
I can't trade that for a pillow. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You just gotta take breaks. If you get wrist pain, just take breaks. That's all you gotta do.
Well, I just use. I don't have to take. I just put it in tablet mode and I just play. I'm kind of tilted over this way and I got my Pro controller. It's good.
Okay, there you go. Good. Yeah, make it work.
It's all good.
Do you take breaks when you play games, Micah? Or do you do you go like 4 hours straight?
I mean, it depends what I'm doing. I'm gonna get up and get a water. I'm gonna get a snack or something. I'm not
stretch his legs.
Except for KCD 2, in which I realized I just played like a disgusting amount one time. So I was like, "Holy shit! I've been Henry for so long. I didn't want to come out of it." I usually am like, I got stuff going on. I'm making dinner. Like there's enough just adulting going on in the house that it's like it would be super rare that I have several hours straight where I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a rarity. Once you hit 30, it's like there's something to be done, especially like working from home. It's like you get an email from a customer at midnight. It's like, oh, just fucking deal with this now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
let me just answer this now versus having to deal with it in the morning.
Yeah. All right. We're done, everybody. Thanks for listening and watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed our talking about Chris Chan's Etsy store and all that kind of stuff. Check that out if you want him to draw a picture for you. Micah, anything fun going on for the rest of the day?
Oh my God, no, but I have to tell you, I meant to tell you this off air, but I'll tell you now. Okay. I was doing one of my cycling workouts yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And the dude was like this like super like motivational, like positive guy. And at the end of it, he's like following me on Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I will. Because he was like super positive and shit, right?
Yeah.
The Instagram, he was nude. And I was, now we didn't see like the twig and berries. He was like tastefully
nude.
But I was just like, holy shit, that's not what I'm here for. And I left.
Yeah.
I did not follow that account. But I was just like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be getting a motivational workout shit, and here's just like a large nude man, and I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. We don't need to see that. God bless, though.
I was expecting like, pictures of like a bicep with some text over it. I was expecting ads for pre-workout. That is not what I expected.
Yeah.
And not what I wanted.
Yeah. No, thank you. Good on that.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, can't say it's happened. Not yet. Not yet. It'll happen someday, though.
I'm definitely done following any of the fitness people from the Bowflex app on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trust them ever again.
Yeah, we're good on that.
Excellent app. I really like the Bowflex app. I'm not following any of these people ever again.
Yeah, we're good on that. Thanks, though. All right, we're getting out of here. Don't follow that guy on Twitter, I guess, unless you want to see some dick and balls. Or Instagram, I mean. So there you go. Yeah, we're out of here. See you next week, everybody. I don't know. That whole conversation just like made my brain freeze.
But I meant to tell you before the show and I just forgot. Yeah. And then I didn't want to forget again.
All right, we're out of here. See you next time. Bye-bye. Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is a product of Last Stand Media and Collins Last Stand LLC and is proudly recorded in the USA. The show is written and hosted by me, Bradley Ellis. My co-hosts are Gene Park and Micah Moriarty. The show is edited and produced by Dustin Furman. All of Last Stand's theme music is by Ramon Narvaez. Punching Up, along with the rest of Last Stand's media shows, are fan-funded on Patreon at patreon.com/laststandmedia. The following names are at the producer level on Patreon, our highest tier, and we're grateful for your kind contributions and generosity to our independent endeavor. Thank you.